Oh, proper rock band. Best band since Thin Lizzy. The Darkness.
Well, big words.
Growing on me. XFM 104.9.
A bit rash, I think.
R. Gervais, S. Merchant, K. Pilkington. With a little bit of... I know for a fact that Steve is getting a little bit sick of Carl's attitude.
Oh, his attitude's appalling.
I quite like it, though, because it's straight away friction, and he's sort of like, you know...
To be fair, I genuinely don't think I'm the culprit in this. I think I come in and I just ask him a simple request.
Yeah.
And immediately on my back. Whinging, moaning, whining. I don't know if there's any evidence...
Well, it's funny you say that, actually, because in a survey, it came up this week, it's quite extensive. Mancunians take more sick days than anyone else. Mancunians take more sick days than workers in any other city in Britain and Ireland, according to Manchester-based employment firm. Survey by Peninsula found employees in Manchester take 11 sick days per year, whereas closest rivals Edinburgh and Dublin take an average of 9. Liverpool, Newcastle, Birmingham and Cardiff, only 8.
Is Reading mentioned there, or
no?
Bristol?
It's not even in there. They don't take days off. London is only 7. So the point is, I mean, I don't know you can take anything from it, but if you were an employer and you had a Mancunian and a Liverpudlian and they were equal on everything else, but you really couldn't afford them to be away, Liverpudlian's going to probably be away for 8 days.
Sure.
The Manc's going to be away for 11, phoning in sick. And
so what can you? I mean, just analysing the data there. What would you extrapolate from that?
I really don't know. I mean, call in if you've got any clues, or email us in if you've got any. I don't know why they. I think maybe. I don't know. Mancunians.
I don't really know many people from Manchester.
Well, I only know one, but I know he was off sick because he put on wet trousers and he got
a cold, I think.
Yeah. Well, he just said he was. Didn't come in for. Yeah. He left early as well once.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, that's the survey. I don't know. I mean, it's evidence because it's statistics. So there you go.
It's guaranteed evidence that's proof.
Any thoughts on that, Ricky Gervais at xfm.co.uk?
I mean, oddly enough, you're from Manchester, Carl.
Yeah, I am, yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
On what, sorry?
On the survey.
Wasn't really listening.
Sure.
Well, Mancunians take off more sick days. They call in sick. I mean, presumably spuriously.
Yeah.
I mean, because they've got the same body. They're biologically the same, so...
they're obviously making up their life.
Yeah, some of the days. Maybe there's just the 3 extra they're making up.
Yeah, they're moaning.
Probably because we work a lot harder than the others, so we're tired, so you're sick, so you need time off. Probably.
Seems unlikely.
I mean, the Scousers, to be honest, take them on, let them work in your office. But you know how many computers are going to go missing?
Right, that...
So offensive.
Is offensive.
Right.
This is a survey that proved. You just made that up. You just carried on the myth that Liverpudlians thieve. Now that's not true. That is not true. Well, it's not.
Well, some of them do.
There's been no survey that you're more likely to thieve if you're from Liverpool than if you're in Manchester. So that hasn't been proven yet. So all I've got is the evidence from a survey of, I think, 3,500 people. It's proof that Mancunians take off more sick days. XFM 104.9. This is April Come She Will by Simon and Garfunkel. Brilliant. So, if you're from Manchester, sorry about that. I mean, it is true. We weren't making that up. We weren't doing a stupid stereotype like Kyle did with Liverpudlians. It's just a survey that Mancunians take off more sick days. But they might be genuine. They might be sort of an iller people, or it might just be people who are in Manchester go, I can't be bothered to go to work, it's rubbish. Whereas if you're in London, you go, I can't wait to go to work. What a lovely place this is.
Some great jobs, don't you?
Great jobs, don't they? Yeah. Jane's Addiction, Just Because on XFM 104.9, broadcasting from London, where people prefer to only be off sick when they actually are ill.
Sure. I don't think I've ever taken a day off sick. Except when I had that terrible tonsillitis.
Is that when you went home, stayed with your mum and dad?
Yeah. Why is that a problem? No, it's bad for health.
No, I'm not saying it's a problem.
It's bad for health. Yeah, I've got a loving family. So sue me. What do you make of that?
I love it! The antagonism and piss-taking is just like, oh God, 3 blokes in a pub. There's people listening. I can't go.
Are there? We were educating Ricky earlier, Carl. I wonder if we should resume that as the clock is ticking away.
All right. You got 2 bits of info that you could be leaving the building with today, right? You've got where there's a will, there's a way.
Yeah, I have that one.
They've brought out this drug or sort of tablet or something.
Yeah, you looked into it then, yeah, go on.
Carefully researched.
Yeah, brilliant.
Which means, like, an 8-year-old woman can have a kid. What do you think of that?
No, it doesn't.
What are you talking about?
You can inject a woman with something, 80-year-old, and it means, you know, she's got more time on her hands now and that, it's better to have a kid. She can have a kid later on in life.
I just realised where there's a will.
Yeah.
Very good. Very good.
Right, well, let's just move on from that, because it's clearly drivel.
No, it's not.
I think it's a bad idea. Of course it's a bad idea.
Right then.
I'll even give you that it's true and possible and might
No,
even...
it is true and possible.
Okay,
It's not even recent. It's like a few weeks old.
Yeah. Okay. Well, it's terrible. No, you shouldn't do it, yeah.
All right, what's the final educating, Ricky? So far, I'm not impressed.
Get her a cat.
Yeah, but
Get her a
they
little
meant-
Pekingese.
they
Don't
meant to- they
let
meant-
her have a child.
Yeah, but it's meant to get you thinking, like you're saying, well, she shouldn't have a kid. Or
By the time he's 5, she'll try and pick her up and her arms will break.
whose arms?
Moving on, what's the next one?
Would she be able to breastfeed?
Yeah. And she'd be able to do it standing up while he was on the floor.
Talking to nipples.
Hey, come on.
There's a lovely
Look,
juicy pair over there.
Okay, I think as is the last show, people should actually phone in and speak to Carl and try and convince
forget
him.
that.
Yeah, what's the number, Steve?
Oh,
I
forget
don't know.
that. We
What's
haven't
the
got
number?
time.
Yeah, I hate to answer it. We'll do it during the
Leave it,
record.
leave it.
Phone in if you want to speak to Carl, if you know the number. Call
No,
in,
they
try
don't
and
want to.
convince Carl to
Don't
kiss a
want to.
little nipple.
Don't want to.
Yeah.
Right, what we're doing? Are we?
What's the last educating, Ricky? Come on.
Hook, line, and good thinkers.
Brilliant. Okay,
Yeah,
go on.
sounds
what's
good. Go on, what is it?
They've found a lot of fish with 2 heads. What do you think of that?
Well, don't know. What do you mean they found a lot of fish with 2 heads? Who has?
They've been messing about, basically, these scientists and stuff, and they've said, look at this we can do. And they're making loads of fish with 2 heads. They can do it now, and they're saying, that's good, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
All right, play record then.
Yeah, but what do you think?
I think if they can do that to fish, they should try and do it to you, and then at least you'll have 2 brains to work with.
Yeah.
And we might...
Arguing. I'd love you arguing with yourself. And you end up you're walking on the street, but you're just headbutting each other. Just cracking heads in
Imagine
the
the
middle.
squeezing fun you'd have for it.
I wouldn't know what to do. I'd bang them together. It'd be like one of those knackers you used to have at the playground on the string. I'd just whack them together. I hit your head on the window, didn't I, to see what the noise meant today, didn't I?
Yeah. Just if I had 2 heads, right, would I be able to sort of do shifts? Do you know what I mean? Say if this is a start or something, they're trying it out with fish and that with 2 heads.
You'd be 2 different people. You can't think like you're one. It doesn't make sense. If you had 2 heads, you'd have 2 brains. You'd have, you know.
Well, that's all right. But say if we did the same job, well, we'd be doing the same job.
Yeah, you could.
So you could say, right, you work through the night.
You'd take it in turns to do your job badly and moan about it. Yes, it'd be fine.
He's giving it some serious thought.
I know, yeah. And so's his other head.
Yeah.
But also, they're saying there's like a fish shortage, and I was wondering whether they're trying to make that better. Do you know what I mean? So
Yeah,
they
well,
do like
as the head is the bit you throw away, it'd be perfect.
no, but when they do a head count like they do, that's what they do. They do like
They count fish. They get fish. Okay, just end the line. 1, 2. I think you'll find we're 1, sir. Don't answer back.
Rick, I should just point out that I feel...
Don't answer back.
Come on, I think Carl has offered nothing there. I think those educating Rickies were appalling.
They're
And the
rubbish.
only thing that would redeem the show is if you kiss the nipples.
Because the nipple
it's
phone
never
in if you want to
happened.
speak to Carl. If you know the
It's
number,
not
call in and try and persuade Carl while this record is on. Well, answer the phone. Answer the phone. He texted me yesterday about Hitler. He went, stop making me read this heavy shit. He said, I've seen in the back of this book, there's one on Elvis.
No, I mean it is interesting, but not when you have to read it. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
It's
But
more
do you
like
think you'd have read it in your leisure time?
To be honest,
No, you wouldn't
no,
have. Would you?
I wouldn't. No.
So do you want a week off? Do you not want to learn about Winston Churchill? Why don't you read it if you want to, and just if you get interested, then read on. I think
Because
that's...
that's what I did with school and it didn't work.
No, you decided you didn't want to.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So-
but hasn't that taught you something?
Can't we just do it like a TV series? It doesn't go on forever. We've done 3 weeks. Give it a rest now for the summer.
Yeah, because most series last for 3 weeks.
Well, you know.
Yeah. I'll be testing Carl and the new re-education of Carl, as you know. He got a GCSE.
It's the last one, isn't it? This
in
week?
history. It was the last heavy sort of one, yeah.
No.
It's Winston Churchill. Well, yeah, because we're going on to more sort of metaphorical and metaphysical pursuits, aren't we?
Not that book.
Yeah, that's the Aesop's
Can't read
Fables.
that in a week.
You don't have to read
Oh,
it.
right,
Just
that's
choose
right,
out. Just choose the ones about the foxes eating penguins. You'll like that. It's time for the re-education of Karl Pilkington. This week, Karl was studying the life and times of Winston Churchill. What do you make of it, Karl? What did Churchill do for you?
Last week I made a bit of an error with Hitler.
Yeah, you
just tried to remember too much, and it was way too much for me.
Sure.
So what I've done this week, sort of flicked through, got a few of them basic facts.
Yeah.
And what I've learned, right? Bit weird the way all these people have something in common, that they're all a bit weird when they're younger.
Okay.
They've got some sort of illness.
Go on.
Well, you know, Rasputin, he wasn't well as a kid.
Yeah.
Che Guevara.
Oh, this is Rasputin, the mad monk, wasn't well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Che Guevara.
Yeah.
Asthma, really bad asthma.
Yeah.
Hitler, he was
Only
a
one ball.
bit mental.
Yeah.
His mother.
He was a bit mental. That could be libelous.
Yeah.
And who have we done?
Black Rebel Motorcycle Club, spread your love. It's time to give Karl... You're actually nervous, aren't you? I'm a little bit nervous. Just to recap, Karl is 30 this year. He never went to get his results of his GCSEs. So myself and Steve took it upon ourselves to phone his school, track them down, and we actually got your results. What did you think you took?
Did English,
Right.
maths,
Yeah.
art,
Right.
and I think I did physics.
Okay. Well, you didn't do any of them.
Eh?
You didn't do any of them. You didn't register. You registered for one exam and took one exam and got results for one exam. So I don't know what you thought you were turning up to, or you weren't registered, or you didn't.
You're familiar with the notion of registering for an exam. You have to kind of officially register in order to be eligible.
What do you mean, register? I turned up for a couple.
Yeah, you can't just show up. You have to register for them.
You have to pay this because it costs the school money, so they have had to have paid for you if they thought you were going to pass. You can't just turn up on the day and ask for some paper at the front.
I never got a letter telling me that.
Well, that's because you were never at school.
But you did somehow register or registered for one exam. You registered for history.
It's a topic that you've always been interested in.
I was saying to Ricky before, World War II, I loved it.
Not the actual event.
No,
the study of
just
it.
all
You
the
mean?
stuff like, you know, about the Anderson shelters and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And the bombs and that. And then when I took it, it had nothing to do with that. It was more about the Tudors.
So it didn't. The Second World War didn't come up. You mean there were no questions about the Anderson shelters?
Nothing.
That's devastating.
So
So what are you expecting the result to be?
is that seriously? Is that it?
Yeah, it's the only one you took and registered.
As far as the school is concerned, or
yeah.
certainly in
Well, it's the
terms
only
of
one
what
that
they told
counts.
us.
It's the only result. It's the only one that counts. Yeah, you've got.
I don't. Did you register for yours?
Yeah.
Yes.
I've got certificates and everything.
So what? Do you do that before the exam? Do you have to go somewhere and sign something, or?
Yeah, you don't check your results and then decide if you want to register. It's not like Millionaire when you look at the question and go, I think I'll take the money.
Yeah.
You go.
No.
But anyway, you must have registered for one, or maybe your teacher put it in. Put you in for
Well,
it.
I didn't do it.
They must have been
Someone else
confident. They
registered
must
for
have been confident. They must have thought your best bet was history.
me. Right. So, what did they get?
You got an E, which I think, technically, is a pass.
E.
It's a bad pass, but there's F,
How
and there's
much
U.
You're not going to be doing a PhD.
You can get an F, right, which is fail, and then a U, which is ungraded. Now, I don't know why the U exists, because F means you failed. U is like them going, you not only failed, but you wasted my time.
So,
We're annoyed
Yeah,
that you took this exam.
so you thought they'd register me to get an E?
Well, they didn't.
Well, they
think
didn't.
you'd
I
get
think
any.
they were hoping. It was rather like you with the lottery. They were hoping
see-
for something better than
You
nothing.
see, I assumed that the man who registered for that thought he can scrape an E if Anderson shout was come up.
Yeah.
Stereophonics, Vegas 2 times, XFM 104.9 into the last hour.
Yeah.
And then 3 shows to go.
That's true enough.
Until we're off the air. I'm Ricky Gervais.
With him, Steve Merchant.
Carl.
Oh, yeah.
All right?
Yeah.
Go on, tell you, we cut short last week, weren't we? You had an amazing story about Neil Armstrong, didn't you?
Well, we've been doing quotes, haven't we? Like famous quotes.
Sure.
Yes.
I've, gone down in history.
Yeah.
And I was saying, quotes don't really matter. It's more the situation that you're in than the quote itself.
Go on.
So, like Neil Armstrong,
Yeah.
if he'd have said, "What? I
Tie bacon round your head.
I'm as happy as a pig in
yeah,
dust.
that would have still gone down in history as like being the thing that Neil Armstrong said, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
Space is driven in mental, probably would have been.
But he chose to say something profound and meaningful to befit the situation. He got it wrong, actually. It's a small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. But he was meant to say...
We discussed this last week, Stop showing off.
Well, no, but people might have listened last week.
Yeah, it doesn't matter.
I can't imagine people...
We better tell them every week, then.
Yeah, but he said... he should have said, this is one small step for a man.
Yeah.
But anyway, he had a good effort, and that's quite...
And that's an example of what I'm saying. The fact that he got it wrong, but it still went down in history.
Right.
But anyway, the bit that... and it didn't happen anyway, did it?
What do you mean it didn't happen anyway?
That's what a lot of people say. That no one's actually been on the moon.
Ah, yes, of course.
They filmed it in Teddington Studios.
Well, they were saying something about there was shadow on the film, and you wouldn't get shadow on the film, and there's all sorts of things.
These people that you always quote as they...
Who are they?
Are they living in jars? Are they little fellas in jars?
Look,
Go on.
Do they appear to you in dreams?
I've spoken to different people about it, and there's loads of little things that if you watch that programme, of them being on the moon, there is no way they could have done it.
Right.
Done.
Fine. Yeah.
Done.
Anyway.
That's put to bed.
Yeah.
But anyway, as he was getting back in the spaceship on the moon, or whether it be a TV studio, he said, good luck, Mr. Croucher.
Right.
Have you heard this?
No.
And the reason he said that was because when he was a young kid, and he was, I think it was Croucher, but when he was playing as a young kid in his garden, he was playing baseball with his mate, and he chucked the ball to his mate, and his mate hit the ball, and the ball went over the fence to the next door neighbour. Right, so he goes, right, I'll just nip over and get the ball. And as he was getting the ball, the window was open to his neighbour's house, and he heard like the woman shouting at her husband saying, I'm not going to be giving you a bit rude, so if you've got a kid in the car or whatever, turn it down. What, yeah, that's covered that, yeah. Right.
Genius.
I'm not, no matter how many times you ask me, I'm not going to be giving you oral sex. The day I do that, man would have walked on the moon. Right?
Yeah.
He grows up, he gets on the moon, and he remembers all that story, and as he gets back in the spaceship, he says, good luck, Mr. Croucher.
Now, do you know, I have to say, I've heard that story before, but when I heard it, the woman said, the day I give you a blowjob is the day the boy next door walks on the moon, which makes it all the more profane
impossible
and enjoyable. Yeah, and unlikely.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I've heard the same story, Carl.
Yeah.
Look how pleased he is.
I love that.
Right, so not only have you remembered that anecdote, which may or may not be true, but of course you've also proven
The
that...
day I give you a blowjob, that kid in the garden's probably going to walk on the moon and say something about giant leaps.
Exactly.
But, you must have heard the thing that it never actually happened.
Yes, we've all heard it. We've all dismissed it as nonsense.
And moved on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And got on with our life.
Right, Carl.
What?
Should we do White Van Man?
Oh, he didn't prepare me for that. We better play a track and then I'll I'll fish out the newspaper and stuff.
This is a good little bootleg track here from Meats and Poultry here. They've mixed A with Outcast.
Right.
Chorus is great.
Is it highly illegal?
It is.
So people shouldn't rush to their tape machines now and press play
Okay,
and
so
record.
whatever you do, don't record this now if you're recording it. Hold on, don't say anything.
With the slang thing, did I tell you I was trying to read that book about the governor?
Oh, yes.
And that was full of that, and it had a page on the front that you had to keep going to when, you know what I mean, when he used a bit of slang, you had to sort of go, right, I don't know what he means.
Glossary.
Right. Just nip back, have a look.
I thought you meant, when you said there's a page at the front, I thought you meant the cover with his face on. I can't remember who I'm reading about. Oh, there he is.
Is this the book that you nearly finished reading, but you realised all the pages were in the wrong order?
No.
He bought a cheap book, right, at a second shop, started reading it, loving it, then he started reading about this bloke, and he went from jail to school, and then he looked at the page numbers, and they were all out of order.
How annoying is that?
You never read books, do you?
I never read one, right? And Suzanne, it was a weekend when we were going to Hastings because you two had done me head in, right? She said, I want to take you away so you relax and what have you. So, ended up not relaxing because it was like putting the jigsaw together. I'd started reading it on the train, thinking, loving this. It's a really interesting story about this fella who, you know, didn't have a great life as a kid, starts getting into a bit of crime, what have you, turns out to be the governor. But it wasn't as easy as that, because like you say, it started off at school, then he was in prison, and he's like, oh God, he started young. And then, next thing, he's like married, and he's like, hang on, he's like 12. And then he's had a heart attack. And then, like, but I just thought it was part of the thing because I read chapter 1 and then it did say chapter 12, but I thought, right, it's like that sort of done in that stylish way that everyone's doing.
What kind of a biography starts messing with the medium?
I was born in the East End. Take one onion, add some... this is
But it's the idea that an East End villain's going to write his autobiography, but think, I'm just going to play with the form a bit. I'm going to get quite postmodern with this.
No, but...
He's barely able to write, probably.
Yeah,
Oh, you can say that about him, Steve. I wouldn't. I think he's an educated man. Go on, next, Carl.
But, yeah, just because it was like 2 for a tenner, that shouldn't be like... Oh well, you got a good offer. So
no, that's rare. I'm sure the bloke selling it did not know that the pages were out of order. Let's face it, Carl. You read it and didn't realise.
Yeah.
So you can't really blame him.
You got almost half the way through before you realised.
I know.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Still, that'll teach you, and that's put you off books for life, hasn't it?
Well, I don't like getting into books now. I just read snippets of information.
Play record.
No, I was just going to tell you about a bit of information that I was reading.
Okay.
I can't... Well, we play...
No, I've got time for a bit of drivel before we play next tune.
Well, I'd rather hear a tune and come back for drivel, because I think people are tuning in for drivel, so let's tease them.
Okay.
Let's have a record, then some absolute shite from Karl Pilkington.
Excellent. Look forward to that.
Anyway, okay then, well, you were tested on Che Guevara. Right, Carl.
We should just remind people what happened, because
This is a little series. I've got lots of these little books, right? They're about like 2.5 inches long by about 2 inches wide. Those tiny little things you see in the sort of on the front counter of Waterstones or Smiths, and it's the Life and Times. It's a series of all the greats in history. Last week you read about Rasputin. He wasn't impressed.
No.
This week
this book's a little bit thicker than the Rasputin one.
No, it's the same. I think was it? Maybe the writing's
Bigger writing or something.
But okay, Che Guevara. Who was Che Guevara? Just now, you learnt to pronounce it, right? And how do you remember? You told me in the week how you remembered what his name was.
Che is like shake, and his surname is like guitar.
Right.
Shavara.
Okay.
But anyway, right.
Tell us what you know, and we'll ask.
Right. First of all, his name isn't really Che.
Right.
It was something else, and Che means buddy in wherever he's from, Argentina.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's right, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Right. So anyway, he was born, and he was.
By the way, Carl's not reading this from a book now. This is all out of his own head.
This is not pre-planned notes.
No, this is. I mean, I know it sounds written, but he's just.
Yeah.
Right. Here we go.
Go on.
He was born. He had bad asthma as a kid,
Right.
which I thought was quite interesting because they didn't have cars and that back then, and that's what they're blaming asthma on these days. The bad build-up of traffic and that.
Well, they did have cars, Carl.
Not as many as they have now.
Okay.
So that was something I picked up early in the story.
He had asthma. Yeah.
His dad was into he wasn't a politician or anything, but he was, they were into the politics.
Sure.
So he sort of grew up around a family who was into, watching the news and that and keeping up to date on what's going on in the world. So that sort of rubbed off on him. He went to school. He was doing stuff on medicine.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wanted to be a doctor, or he thought he did.
Yep.
Anyway, he learned really quick. He did like 6 months work in about 3 months. So he could have some time off school or something.
Right.
So he took that time off and went to travel South America with his mate on a motorbike.
Yep.
Yeah.
And he saw all this bad going on in the world. And he thought, oh, this is bad, this.
Yeah.
I could do something here. I could change this, make it a nicer place to live. So he said, what I'm going to do is join a gang that sort of is against the like the government.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Am I right so far?
Yeah.
You're doing very well.
Right. And the woman who he met, who was like running this gang, is a woman called Hilda, who he later married.
All right.
And Hilda introduced him to Castro.
Right.
Who was like the head cheese of the gang.
Right.
Who wanted to change things.
Okay.
And so she said, like, this is I think his real name was Engelbert or something like that.
Ernesto.
What?
Ernesto.
She said, this is Ernesto. He does medicine. Should have him in our sort of army. So when there's injuries and that, he can make people better.
Yeah.
So he said, yeah, all right then. So he joined the gang and they went like went to sort of. I'm chopping it down a bit.
No. Sure. You're condensing.
It's not in real time.
No.
So So anyway, so they go.
It feels like it.
You see, this is why I just wanted to you to ask me questions.
Well, listen, let's cut to the chase then. So,
Okay.
obviously, he made his name as part of the Cuban Revolution.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what date that was?
About. No, I don't.
Okay. And obviously, so he was a big involvement in that.
Yeah.
In which country was he caught?
It was caught in Bolivia.
Yeah. How did he die?
They executed him.
Yeah.
He shot him, and his last words before he died, right? The guy's there with the gun, and he wasn't scared. He wasn't like crying or anything. He said to the bloke with the gun, he said, "Go on, shoot me. Be a man."
Yeah.
He said,
Yeah.
and they shot him.
And did it tell you what happened to him after that? His dead body?
No, but Suzanne was telling me about this the other night. She said there's more to it than that. They stuck it in a glass coffin, didn't they?
Well, no, but before that, they cut off his hands and his feet
and sent them to the.
No, and because they buried him in different places, and then they buried the body. I think they may have sent the hands to Fidel, but they buried him in an unmarked grave because they didn't want anyone to start using his grave or his tomb as a place of martyrdom. But of course, that just made him even more of a martyr because no one knew where he was buried. So it just meant that he was even more.
But that
of
wouldn't
a
work anyway, because if they did find out, that's more places people can go and sort of grieve. Do you know what I mean? If you've got all these different graves,
What with different parts of his body?
well, you've got a foot over there, and it's like, well, you know, oh God,
His head over there.
Thanks for what you're doing.
Yeah.
So all in all,
essentially, what's your summary of Che?
yeah, you like him more than Rasputin, don't you?
A lot better bloke than Rasputin. I can understand why he gets one of those little books. Well worth knowing about, and good bloke. Did a lot, you know.
Crammed a lot into his short life.
Yeah, but interesting bloke.
But just on the subject of Che Guevara, Steve called me up in the week because he was going through the duty log. We love the complaints on the BBC duty log, and someone had written in because one of the Blue Peter presenters was wearing a Che Guevara T-shirt. And what did the bloke say?
Yeah, this is a series of people can phone in and write and complain to the BBC about different things.
Why would you complain about wearing something?
Well, this was the thing. Is you complain about the best one. I mean, there's been some amazing complaints.
Oh, there's some great ones.
The best one, my favourite one that wasn't a complaint, but was actually just someone had to phone in. Was what an excellent edition of Kilroy this morning.
Yeah, but there's lots of that. There's things like Esther was superb. Woman call one.
Woman called. There was a brilliant one I remember once, which was Robbie Williams was wearing a Nike T-shirt on Top of the Pops last night. Product placement on the BBC.
It's just all things like that. Yeah.
But anyway, this was one phone call. There was a presenter on Blue Peter. She was wearing a T-shirt with Che Guevara's face on it.
Right.
And someone had written in and said, or someone had phoned in and said, very worried to see a presenter wearing Che Guevara's face on a T-shirt. Are you trying to turn my children into communist revolutionaries?
Yeah.
Imagine that. Imagine who's thinking that. Who's bothering to phone up with that information, Carl?
Yeah.
Who knows what they're going to say about this show?
Yeah.
I mean, you've been championing the work of communist revolution.
Luckily, no one listening to this show can either write or operate a phone. So I think we're pretty safe. So thumbs up for Che Guevara.
Yeah.
Well done to Carl there.
Yeah, no, I thought it was even
I did
brilliant.
all right, didn't I?
But the thing
Yeah,
is,
that-
Carl, you keep saying to us you don't understand why history's interesting, and yet you're clearly interested by that. You remembered that
Carl,
information.
I've got another. I've got a few in the series. Can I give you your next week's homework?
Go on.
There you go.
Oh,
Read it out.
Hitler.
Hitler, the life and times of Hitler.
1889 to 1945.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you know much about him?
What was the significance of that last date? Why did he? What was that last date, Carl? Why do you think he died in 1945?
End of the war.
Yeah.
Which I'm interested in. So this will have stuff about Anderson shelters and that.
It might not be covered in the Hitler biography, the Anderson Shelter, but
Just check if there's a special Anderson chapter. Anderson Shelter chapter.
Well, I'll look forward to this.
Yeah,
Be interesting.
Powdered Egg is page 4.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, we're going to play a hip hop.
Yeah, it's time for a hip hop hooray. People are absolutely in love with this feature, Rick, as you well know, and I know you're somewhat jealous of it.
Yeah.
This week, I know that Outkast are currently on the playlist, aren't they, with their new single "Whole of the World"? Is that the whole world? Anyway, this is a track from the big compilation Outkast. It's just a sort of compilation of all their greatest hits, and this is a good one. It's called Rosa Parks. Play it, Carl.
See, you know the sort of things I find incredible.
Go on.
Mirrors. Shiny objects.
Kettles. Yeah. Oh, God.
Well, listen. Remember the time when I tell you about the baby that had a baby?
Baby that had a baby.
The baby that had a baby.
Yeah.
It's happened again.
No, it hasn't.
Well, it didn't happen the first time.
It was in the papers, I think, on Monday, in all the tabloids.
So it's a twin where one has grown and the other one is still at a fetal level.
No, it wasn't, though. It had grown. He was saying to his mum...
Who was saying to his mum?
The little kid who was 7 years old. And he kept saying... Yeah. Yeah, he was pregnant.
And he was pregnant?
Yeah. I know.
What do you mean?
And he was saying to his mum, oh, God, I don't feel well. And, like, his belly was all swollen, and they thought he'd just been eating cake or whatever. And he was saying, I can feel something moving about. And they were like, stop messing about. There's nothing wrong with you. Eventually, I think he was in gym at school.
In gym? What, Jim was pregnant with him? Oh, no, it was like a Russian doll.
He was at school, right? Just about to do sit-ups or whatever they do at school.
Yeah.
Right? And
flew out across the room.
Teacher goes, you're a bit fat.
You look a bit pregnant.
And so best thing to the doctors took him, said, you're 7 years pregnant or something like that.
What?
What? Or something like that?
You're 7 years pregnant.
Or something like that.
You say to the doctor, Carl, why don't you think about what you say before you say it?
See the reaction I get. Now, the gazelle, I didn't get excited like that.
7 years pregnant.
Send it in. If someone's online at the moment, just having a look around, it happened on Monday or Tuesday. Because I told you at the pub quiz, didn't I, Steve? I said to you, I know the baby's had a baby.
Yeah.
And you were like, yeah, whatever.
Well, I just thought you were talking nonsense as ever.
Well, we'll find out.
You're 7 years pregnant.
Yeah.
You're a fool. Play a record.
Well, we've still got stuff coming up.
Monkey news?
Rockbusters answers. We'll have to get that out of the way soon, because we've got
What
to
else
get out of
there?
it.
Have we got a cheeky freak of the week?
Yeah.
Brilliant. Hello. Girls and boys there, Steve, on XFM 104.9. So, it's not so bad, really, because we didn't plan anything, you know.
No.
We proved the supernatural. We were wrong about that.
Well, just one other question. Was there anything else in this woman's house that led her to believe that there were ghosts, or was it just the fact that, you know, Tweety or whatever his name wasn't chirping?
You see, this is the problem. I was watching UK Style. I was watching something on that.
What were you watching on that?
It was, do you know, it's not changing rooms, it's like that, but cheaper.
Quite seriously, right? You might be the most interesting man in the world. I'm fascinated by it. I'd like to follow you. I'd like to have a hidden camera on you. I can ask you any question. You know, I'd like to have you in a cupboard in my flat. So I just think about it. I wonder what Carl thinks of that. And I'd just throw something at you, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, because that's what my dad did. Just kept me in the cupboard.
You know what I mean, though?
Yeah.
I wonder what Carl would
You're
think
never
about
stuck
this.
for a conversation point if Carl's around. That's what's genius about it.
He's always got an opinion. He's got an opinion about everything.
Yeah.
It's
I love the fact he was watching UK Style without a shadow of irony.
Yeah. No,
He's
that's
just
what
like,
that's what I like about him.
Exactly, that's what's
I wouldn't
brilliant.
like it if he was trying to be
No, he's not.
kitsch
Yeah.
and stuff like that. I like it because he's down the line, straightforward, no nonsense.
Yeah.
This is what I like. You know what I mean? He's going to be sort of like Jeffrey Boycott, Dickie Bird when he's about like 60 or 70. He's going to get on a bus and go to the driver somewhere, you need an haircut, you look like a scruffy get. You know what I mean? He's going to be a great old bloke that
Genius.
he doesn't get chinned in the pub.
Yeah.
Right? People protect him, you know, because he's like 70 or something. But it's great. You're looking forward. You're actually in that nod. That nod went. I can't wait to be 70.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Can I make a suggestion that we just get people, they can email in just questions or comments they'd like to hear from Carl. Maybe they just want to know his opinion on the Afghanistan situation.
Yeah, like,
or
you know, like
last night's Coronation Street, whatever.
Yeah, like they do it, you know, in the NME or imagine that coming up to the election, they go, Billy says Labour.
Yeah.
Ooh,
I think
Carl.
the Sun has White Van Man. Each day they interview a guy who drives a white van, see his opinions on various topics. Carl is very much our white man van. White man van.
Yeah.
So any query you have,
I think most of our listeners are,
any
to be honest.
opinion that you would like to hear voiced from the K-Man, ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk, or you can phone in. I forget what the number is.
700 800 1234.
Sweet.
Now, you during that record, you said, we knock everything. You saw something about the Bermuda Triangle, didn't you?
Yeah, when I talked about ghosts, you sort of just, because you don't believe in it. I think it's because you're scared of it, to be honest, and you can't admit to understanding it and actually believing in it.
Sure.
Thing on last night, Steve.
Yes.
Bermuda Triangle.
Oh, yeah.
Do you know much about that?
Mainly the song
Yeah.
by, what was his name?
What's his name?
Bermuda Triangle, where people disappear.
No,
Bermuda Triangle.
What's his name? No, Barry Manilow.
Barry Manilow.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with the lyrics? Bermuda Triangle, where people disappear. Bermuda Triangle, don't go near.
Yeah.
Shouldn't really make a joke out of it.
No, you're right. Go on.
But what it is, right? There's a program saying what it's about. What do you know about it?
As I say, mainly from what Barry's told me, but certainly planes and various boats have gone missing within the Bermuda Triangle.
Planes.
Yep, but obviously that documentary didn't explore it.
He learned a lot about that. I learned a lot about American history through We Didn't Start the Fire by Billy Joel.
Again, most of my knowledge of the sort of Tsarist Russia comes from
Rasputin by Boney M.
Well, listen.
Yeah, he was the lover of the Russian queen.
They put some poison into his wine.
Yeah. They shot him till he was dead.
Yeah.
Which is, go on.
Right, well, this.
Oh, those
right?
Russians.
Sort of bit of an earthquake in the sea.
Sure.
Lets out methane gas.
Okay.
And apparently, if you were swimming out in the sea,
Yeah.
and there was like an earthquake and some methane came out,
Yes.
you can't swim in it, you just sink.
Okay.
Even if you're a good swimmer.
What happens if you're two lads from your school and they
big heads.
Yeah, that's like a buoy. So you can see them a mile off,
No.
and their webbed hands would get them into shore.
Because they did actually say, even if you're wearing a life jacket, if the water's full of methane, right?
You just sink.
You just sink. So what it's saying is, boats have gone across the sea, got a load of methane in the sea, and the boat just sinks.
Right. What about the planes?
Is it then sort of planes with little sort of floaty things
Could
on?
be.
That'll be the sort they've landed in the sea.
Right.
And methane's coming.
Well, sorry, Carl. What did the documentary say? Not I imagine.
Yeah, your hypothesis might be one
Yeah.
thing.
What did they say on the
They
documentary?
didn't cover that bit. They didn't
cover
do
the planes.
They didn't do the planes.
Something else they said about it, though.
Go on.
Loch Ness, the monster,
Yep.
Sure.
probably doesn't exist.
Okay.
What it is,
Interesting. Hold on. Interesting. Oh, interesting.
It's-
What they thought not list probably didn't exist.
Curious viewpoint.
Hold on. What proof have they got for that, Carl? How can they go around saying stupid things like that?
it's methane,
Right.
Again, in Loch Ness.
and people have seen, what's the lake it's in?
Loch Ness.
Loch Ness.
Yeah?
It being the Loch Ness monster.
Yeah.
That's where it lives. That's how it finds its way home.
That's certainly the clue.
learn.
Yeah,
Again, Carl, that's the clue.
Yeah, if it go, and it's if it's out wandering, it goes, excuse me, would you know where I'm being the Loch Ness monster? Where would I be going? Oh, you'd be going to the Loch Ness if that's your home. It's way over there, you
So
big
anyway,
monster, you.
So the bubbles from the
Sure.
methane bubble up out of the water.
Yeah.
People think, oh, God, it's a monster's head. But it's not, it's just water sort of shooting up because of the bubbles.
Well, that's two of the great mysteries of the universe solved by Karl P on a Saturday afternoon.
That is fantastic. So that makes me think a lot of things. So when mediums are sort of like going, oh, I've got something coming through. Do you think they are exhaling a lot of methane gas, and thus making them not think straight? Do you think everything's down to methane gas? Do you think that all the mysteries of the universe are down to methane gas, Carl? What did it say in the documentary you saw?
About what?
What was the budgie happy? We know that budgie was sad. Was it in a room? Because they used to take canaries down the mines, didn't they? They used to take canaries down the mines, they'd smell the methane, and then the budgie would be happy.
I'm not going to teach you anymore.
Play a record. Oh, excuse me, and don't be alarmed. I look quite frightening, but I'm merely a nice monster. I seem to have lost my way home. Could you direct me in the right direction?
Nice to meet you. Yeah, Karl Pilkington.
Hi.
What's your name?
Why do you need to know my name?
Well, it might help me to find out where you come from.
Oh, my name's the Loch Ness Monster.
Okay, all right. Give me a second. What was your name again?
Loch Ness Monster.
See, this is what I mean. I just always find that thing that if, you're used to living with someone,
Yeah.
one of you will go, let's go to bed, then you'll go, all right. But when you're on your own, you go,
You just forget to go to bed.
I just stay up.
Okay, stop eating now, Carl. You've ate all the food. That's just a plate. All right. Okay.
Yeah.
No, I stayed up and watched, there was a thing on about Dracula,
Right. What, Dracula?
and I found a flaw in it.
Go on.
Not the fact that he's the living dead and
No.
and drinks blood to stay alive and he doesn't reflect
And he can
in
turn into a
mirrors.
bat.
Well,
And you can go on.
the mirror thing, you can't look in mirrors, can he?
Well, he can look in mirrors, but he can't see himself in a mirror.
Yeah.
That still doesn't work.
Go
Okay,
on.
go on.
It doesn't work at all, Carl. It doesn't work
Go
anyway.
on.
Well,
Centre parting's always really neat.
His centre parting's always
how
really
does he do it if he can't look in the mirror?
Blood on the floor or something it was called. Rubbish.
I love the flaw in the Dracula film is that his centre parting's too neat. How does he do it without a mirror? Oh.
Was it a documentary about Dracula?
No,
Yeah,
it was
the real
it's
Dracula. The real
called-
Dracula. Bit.
Yeah, the real Dracula, the
It's
true
just a
story.
film. It had blood on the floor or something. It's called.
Yeah.
It's rubbish. From 1970.
Yeah.
Right, but you say that and watch that.
You know there aren't
Yeah,
really
sure.
vampires in that sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it still annoys you that his centre part was too neat.
Well, if you're going to do it, do you know what I mean?
I'd like to see him with a fringe sort of pushed forward and maybe a hood up, alright? Come to stop your blood and that, alright?
Yeah, just bits of tissue paper all over his face where he's cut himself shaving.
I can't see bloody mirrors annoying me, alright? I'd love to see that. A little mank Drac. That'd be great, wouldn't it?
Well, that might be a film that we do in our movie.
Mancula.
Just getting onto that.
Mancula. Count Mancula. Alright? You got any rave music? Huh? Got any Oasis like that? That'd be brilliant. He came from Manchester. Please welcome Mancula. Alright? That'd be great, wouldn't it? His hair's a mess. Well, I can't see it in the mirror, can I? I told him about this thing. I don't know if any of you out there know about this, but there's an experiment they did in the 50s, a clinical psychology experiment where your two hemispheres of the brain, okay, they're joined by a thing called the corpus callosum, right, which is just a little flap of skin, like a little scarlet lead that joins your two hemispheres. And what they did, they cut that in half, and they thought it was a cure for schizophrenia, but what it turned out to be, or epilepsy, I think, I can't remember, was that your two sides of your brains didn't function together. You couldn't get information. I was telling Karl all this thing, and one of the things I told him was that they did it on a monkey, and it fought itself over a nut. Like its right arm was connected, by its left lobe of the brain, and it was fighting over itself. And Karl went, instead of like thinking this is amazing experiment, he went, would it have been happy if you'd given it two nuts?
Yeah, I know. Well, you started off by explaining, and I remember you mentioned, because I was watching the two of you as you were describing it to me, you said, of course, one side of the brain deals with symbolism, and as you said the word symbolism, I noticed Karl drift away from looking at you, pick up his mobile phone, and start pressing buttons randomly. And I thought it was the word symbolism that got him. And I noticed it took you just a moment longer, and I think the first thing you said was, when did I lose you?
Yeah, I knew I'd lost him.
It's extraordinary, and he doesn't even try to disguise it.
I said nomenclature at one point as well.
Right, yeah.
And I knew I was dicing with death there.
Yeah.
But, but I told you tried to look it up, didn't you, on the web? You didn't find anything about it, did you?
The spelling of it's, what is it again? What's the word?
Corpus callosum.
Yeah, so I couldn't do it.
No, there's no point.
Yeah.
Don't bother.
Give up.
Don't bother.
Give
If anyone knows any interesting facts about that,
but yours hasn't been cut in half, has it, Karl? That would, again, might explain something.
I'll tell you what we will be talking about later. I don't know if you're sort of aware of them, Steve.
Go on.
Bonobos.
Oh, I
don't know much about bonobos.
I told him about, he was looking for stuff. I said, put in bonobo. He was having no luck with chimp. And they're a form of chimpanzee, but, they're even closer to us, evolutionarily speaking. They've got their social groups are more like ours. They're more intelligent, and he was loving it, weren't you?
So is it human bonobo Karl? Is that how it works on the evolutionary ladder?
Chimp Karl.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talking about 'em.
So we're talking about bonobos. You're excited about that?
Yeah,
That's coming up in Monkey News.
No, I think it's a bit of a monkey bonus.
Fantastic.
You see, what upsets me is the way that Amy Mann, she's written songs as good as that. She's released it as a single. She had to, I think, put the album from which that's taken out by herself over the internet. She was Oscar nominated for the songs in the film Magnolia. She couldn't get a record label. I don't know if she's now got one. And yet there's people like Alanis Morissette shifting
That is
shed loads of songs. I don't understand what the rules are. I don't know why she's not a household
Karl,
name.
well, there's beautiful things like that in the world. Why do you care about epoxy GCSE?
What did she get for history?
What did she get for history?
Yeah.
I think she did very poorly.
Why do you care? See, I was just going to say, this has backfired a little bit, because Karl is genuinely, I don't know if he's actually upset or embarrassed, but it doesn't matter. Why does it matter? You were 15 and didn't go to school.
If you were my friends, I think you would have just said, oh, we can't find them.
Why? But you just
wanted
matter,
to
though.
What to do with that?
Well, what do you mean? What do you mean? It's ridiculous. Do it again because you want to learn, because there's great things in the world to learn about. Don't worry. Look, GCSE is vocational. Is vocationally for a 15, 16-year-old to go on to do A-levels or whatever, or to get results. But you don't need that, because you've done very well. You don't care about the Tudors and the Stuarts. I mean,
I mean, I've had a couple of jobs, not this one, because you don't need qualifications to get a job.
Obviously.
In the radio.
Obviously.
You're absolutely right.
But the ones that I have got in the past, I did, because I didn't collect them, I had to lie. And I didn't like go mad. I didn't say I had A's and stuff. But I didn't put history down because I didn't even know I did it.
So it's a bonus.
I kind of treated myself to like a D and a couple of C's and that, so it's like, well, he's not.
I love the fact that Karl even then was honourable. It's like, I'll at least put down the ones I think I took and lie, but the ones I didn't take, I won't lie about.
Yeah, and don't give yourself a B.
Exactly.
If they're going to find out you lied, give yourself a B next time,
It could
Karl.
backfire, couldn't it? I mean, my brother's a bit mental, and he used to do things like go for jobs and say, "Oh yeah, I've done this before," like being a mechanic, and he's never even picked up a spanner, and yet he'd have the confidence to go and try and fix cars. Well, I'm not that daft, but God, and he.
Who do you blame for this?
That's just an easy way out. I have to blame myself. Don't I?
Yeah.
What was the teacher like?
Well, there's loads of different ones. I didn't like. I mean, the history teacher, it is my own fault because with her, she's a bit mental, and I used to kind of stop the lesson by saying, "Oh, miss, tell us about your fireplace you've got that is made from a gravestone." Because that's what
That would stop any English teacher in their tracks.
And she loved telling you about it. So
Yeah.
it was like, oh,
I learned
brilliant.
that from a teacher.
So that's why I didn't know about divorce, head loss, and all that.
Yeah.
Dandruff legs.
Because-
Horse, head loss, dandruff legs.
But remember now, divorce beheaded died, divorce beheaded survived. That's all you got to remember.
And what's that?
That's what happened to Henry VIII's various
In order.
wives. In order.
What does it spell out?
No, it doesn't spell out
spell anything, you just
it's
gotta
saying
remember the rhythm.
In order in which he married.
Yeah, but it helps. It's like when my mum taught me the alphabet. She taught me as like a song.
A,
And like
B, C,
constant-
D, E, F, G.
Yeah, constant. No, not like that.
Huh.
That's how everyone else could do it, and I couldn't do it that way.
Right.
What
That
tune did she do
A, B,
it
C,
to?
D. It was A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z.
X.
Forward Inc. Gorillas on XFM 104.9 on Ricky Gervais with me, Steve Merchant and Karl Pilkington. Karl, okay, we've got to sort this out. We didn't meet again this week, and this is a shoddy show. I thought we had a sort of framework for it, but do you know what I mean? No, I thought it'd be, Karl could sort of tell him what was going on. He doesn't know anything except watching telly, late night telly on strange channels. Like he gets all his information about the news on Anna Nova, and I mean. I even tried to help because Monkey News last week was awful.
It wasn't Monkey News.
It wasn't Monkey News. It was. I can't remember it.
I've been away on holiday.
Brilliant. Yeah, and Monkey News stops. I phoned him up. There was a front cover of the, I think it was the Telegraph one day this week, and it was an ironic story. It was a fluff piece, but it was a funny story. It was about a monkey in a zoo that had a ruck with its father because it's adolescent. It was like the equivalent of like 16 to 18, and it had a fight with its father, and it escaped. It ran away, and it was like, an interesting story.
Yeah.
I phoned Karl up and said, "This is a Monkey News. A monkey has escaped from its cage after an argument with its father." And he said, "What was the argument about?" I mean, he thinks like Homer Simpson.
Yeah.
What
Amazing.
was the argument about? Like the zookeepers are going, "Oh look, oh no, he's brought up his untidy room again." The father, oh look, he's caught him smoking again. I mean, what do you mean? What was the argument about? They have fights. They have fights, and then it ran away.
His dad wanted him to go to college, but he just wants to quit and get a job.
Yeah, and he fancied a monkey in the other cage, and the father was saying, "She's not good enough for you." No. Oh,
So
what
we've got
was
some
it
Monkey
about?
News today?
Yeah, I got a little bit of Monkey News.
You got a little bit of Monkey News, right? You've redeemed
we're
yourself
alright.
then this week.
We've got some stuff there and that. What else has been going on? What are we going to talk about now? Sort of head's gone now.
Your
Yeah,
head's
we've got
gone.
Monkey News.
Yeah.
And,
Why is your brain? Why is it? It seems like since we've come back on air, you have become dimmer. I mean, it is extraordinary. It's like BSC has kicked in.
Or
and
did
you
we
really
just
are-
forget? We just forgot.
Maybe
what-
it's been a long time. We've forgotten just how stupid he is.
Yeah.
It's proper. Do you mean it's the silences? He
Yeah.
forgets we're on the radio. There's just
I know,
dead air.
it's unbelievable, and it's our name on this.
know.
They put up, but as I said before, he is. That's no offence. He's not a bright lad or educated or anything like that.
Yeah,
but
but-
some things he says does border on the retarded.
Oh, yeah,
I get- I don't-
I've been trying to take in too much information though. That's the problem recently. Well, I said to you last week, I've been like reading more books and what have you, and trying to take in too much. But the problem is, like even watching telly and that now, Suzanne said to me, stop doing that. Stop watching telly late at night and going to bed, because it's making your brain too active. And I'm sort of
Heaven forbid.
and I'm trying to get to sleep and I can't, and then when I wake up, she had a go at me the other day, right? Because it was the night after watching The Fat Baby, right? Woke up in the morning, and she had a go at me because as soon as I woke up, I said something like, "How can you freeze time?" She says, "Are you going to say good morning or whatever?"
I'm gonna burst! Just imagine it, right? It's like the sun comes up through the window. Oh, she's right. Carl's like that, his little head. His eyes open, he goes...
One of those floppy night hats.
How can you freeze time? Oh, God.
But it's because, like, whatever, the night before I might have heard that on the news or whatever, and it's just been sort of whizzing around my head.
Sure.
And, you know, it was a big debate. I think have they found a way of doing it or something?
What are you talking about?
They've done something about freezing time and all that.
See, this isn't information. This is nothing. That is nothing, that. They've done something about freezing time. Imagine Jeremy Paxman coming on, going, "Well, I had the issues tonight, said something about freezing time." It's, think before you talk.
No, but I don't worry about how to do it. I just think about what effects that will
Oh,
have.
they haven't asked you to get involved?
Well, this is what I'm saying, though. You can't explain it. It's a tough thing, isn't it? But what's the point in me worrying
It's
about
not a
that?
question. Do you know what he said to me the other day? This is unbelievable. This is one of the most stupid, incredible things I've ever heard. He was talking, and he suddenly stopped, and he was thinking about it, and he went, "Oh," I went, "What?" He went, "You'd never see a black ghost."
Extraordinary.
True, though, isn't it?
I've never seen a ghost, full stop.
There are no ghosts. There aren't ghosts.
No, but I mean when you just see them in, like, magazines and that.
Play a record!
Carl,
Come
so
on then,
what's the
Carl.
situation with Cheeky Freak?
I've got, like, a couple of bits. Like I say, I haven't got the in-depth stuff that I
Oh
normally...
no, because usually it's it's
Heavily
pretty
researched.
scientific. Exactly, yeah. Do the jingle. We've come up with a new one, haven't we?
The Freak, say chic.
Cheeky Freak of the Week.
Right, well, couple of bits. I don't know which one to use as the main feature for this week.
It's that good, is it?
Well, there's been another one born.
What?
Little kid.
Who on?
4 eyes.
Insult. Just a guy who wears glasses. Come on.
4 eyes, 2 noses, 2 mouths. That's weird, isn't it?
This bloke, did he also have 2 heads, 2 bodies? Sort of born sort of slightly separately?
He wasn't stood next to a mirror.
No, it's weird, that, isn't it?
That's all you've got. Is it?
I love that. That's weird. That. Imagine the doctor said that. Well, Mrs. Parks, kid's got 4 eyes and 2 noses. Weird, isn't it? Any clues?
Yeah.
Any clues?
So well, that's it.
That's
That's all the
one.
information.
Well, I'll tell you what,
No,
that,
but
that
again-
shouldn't be the main one. Okay,
No,
I've
but
answered it.
like I say, what's the idea of this feature? What do I say all the time?
Don't know.
I always say, think about it. Think about what that would be like.
Okay.
What? Giving birth to him?
No. Being, I think it's a girl. Being like her. 2 mouths. 4 eyes. What would that be like? Mad, innit?
I don't know what this feature is.
I don't know why. Is there another one? Is that, you said that
I mean, I
too?
hope everyone took the opportunity there during that silence to just think about what it would be like. I know I was.
What?
Could she talk with a mouthful?
What?
Is that allowed?
Because she's got 2 mouths.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Would that be alright in her house?
She'd be eating
Yeah,
one,
she
doesn't
can
it?
talk with one mouth and eat with the other, I
Right, well,
suppose.
listen, the main one, right? You've thought about that. That's good.
Carl!
Do you want a cigar?
What other things did you used to give away at your disco then that you'd find on the dressing table? You used to go into your parents' room and go, what can I give away tonight?
It was stuff like cigars.
Yeah.
God liked cigars.
Yeah.
I had a pair of tights.
What do you mean?
Unopened. You know, you get them in like a long...
Who did you give that to?
Just whoever did the prize. It was stuff like, you know, we did like a little raffle.
Just imagine Carl going, this is for a pair
Who's
of
going joyriding this
Pretty
week?
Polly, sheer. Exactly.
Yeah, who's doing a bank job this week?
Exactly, that's what it was used for, yeah.
Just little bits, you know, unopened makeup, just stuff like that.
And did
Right.
their parents not notice?
No, because it's stuff that you're not that bothered about. If a telly went missing, they'd notice it.
They would, wouldn't they? They'd be staring at a wall for 3 days.
But a pair of tights and a cigar and that,
Yeah.
get away with it.
Yeah.
But it's funny as well, because like you had 2 names. I just like remembered. I started off as Dazzling Darren's Disco, just because the first lights I could afford belonged to someone who had their name put in lights.
Right.
So I went along with
You
that
had
name
to
for a bit.
pretend you were called Darren.
That's lovely.
That's great.
Is it worth it?
Brilliant.
And then it went on to Pilkins making music.
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's great.
Anyway, should we have some more music? 'Cause,
Yeah,
we've
go
been
on.
waiting for
What
hours.
are you going to play, Carl?
We've got the Cooper Temple Claws lined up.
Well, that's it. You've got. Now, what I'd like to do, Carl, is I've started your re-education. You've read a book on Rasputin. I'll be asking you a few questions about that later. I've got another book for you to read next week. Next week, I've got a
I'm
little.
not in the mood.
What?
Not in the mood.
Oh, come on. Look, what's that? What does that say?
It's that fella. It's the picture of the bloke that he used to use for Citizen Smith.
Yeah? Che Guevara.
Yeah.
Yeah. He was quite happy, I think, when he found out that Robert Lindsay was involved. He went, yeah, of course you can. No worries, yeah.
What are your feelings, Carl? What
do you think? Are you
emotions
depressed?
feeling?
I'm just a bit annoyed because I'm sure I turned up for more, so it just wasted me time.
Listen, they don't matter.
I'm sure I
you're
did more
doing
than one.
very well. You know, you can educate yourself. GCSEs are merely a step on the ladder to help you, not just for education, but, you know, they're more vocational than anything else. You're doing very well, and you're reading books. Don't worry about it. But
It's not
can I
a
suggest
concern.
something? But if you want, I'll pay for you to take history again.
Carl, we'd love to see you get a C or above. And
Well,
we're
I'll
willing
pay
to...
for you, and I'll get you some books. Right, now listen. We can, let's get, I reckon, when are the exams? June?
Something like that, yeah.
We'll try and register next week, and I reckon you can get an A or B
I'm
history.
Busy, I'm
in
busy.
history. No, don't worry about it, it's just easy. I get you Brody's notes. If Heat magazine, they love you, Carl. They could probably sort something out. They could probably pay for a tutor. They got a lot of money, they sell a lot of magazines.
I mean, it is always, almost always, and you found that out, I discovered this, it's always the Tudors and Stuarts. There's no fear for them not coming up. Now, what do you already know about them? You must already know stuff about Henry VIII and Elizabeth.
No, because it's too long ago to even get interested in. Do you know what I mean? You can't.
Is that why you
relate to
didn't-
it.
Okay.
The Anderson thing, it was like, God, you know, I bet my mum and dad were in an Anderson shelter. You know, this is interesting.
What, when they-
Oh, my granddad would have, like, had something to do with this. But the Tudors, it's like, I don't know even if they had a family back then.
Play a record, we come back
Hang
to
on,
this.
hang
Sorry,
on.
Steve,
I just, sorry, no, because I need to introduce my the new feature.
Yeah,
For the
I
record.
don't know if I had a family back then.
Carl,
You're a
listen, let me
genius,
just
Carl.
ask you now, right? If you can finish this sentence, we've got a chance. Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded.
Died. What is it?
We just need to do a little bit of work, but otherwise I think you're going to be fine. It's how you remember what happened to Henry VIII's wives.
They're little...
Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded.
It's like spam. Support... What's it? Support, protection, anchorage, movement. That's how
You're going to that's nothing to do with the Tudors
No,
and
that's to
Stuarts.
do with the skeleton.
Yeah, see, no, we're not doing biology.
Mnemonics and acronyms. and
What happened to Henry VIII's last wife? Did she die or did she not die? Divorced, beheaded, died. Divorced, beheaded.
Do you know that the only king that has got a moustache is... No. The only king that hasn't got a moustache is the King of Hearts on the playing cards.
What's the record you can play?
I want to resurrect the career of a different artist each week. This is an artist who's overlooked by the general public.
The red card.
This is Amy Mann, and she always seems to get overlooked. This was a single a while back.
Well,
I
that's
think
got
it's
one
called
eye.
Red Vines. Play it, Carl.
Iggy Pop on board on XFM 104.9. I'm Ricky Gervais.
Steve Merchant here as well.
Yeah, little Karl Pilkington. Well, to reintroduce or introduce people for the first time to Karl, I think we should have a...
Yeah, maybe sort of a kind of a quick Q&A, Carl, and we don't need sort of lengthy answers from you. We don't need lots of detail. You know, it can be just a couple of sentences.
Just to get a
answer his
flavour of who
question.
you are.
Yeah, so firstly, name obviously Karl Pilkington. Age, Carl?
I'll be 30 next month.
Really?
This month. No, next... Where are we?
I don't think we need to ask any more questions.
we've done it.
That's
I
it.
think we've
Welcome
done it
to
there.
the world of Karl Pilkington.
I think that, I thought it would take 3 or 4
I thought it was
questions
gonna be at least-
to really
yeah.
explain
That
what
was the
Karl
first
was
question.
about. Oh,
Absolutely
God.
incredible. But you know, we can't really leave it there because we haven't got enough else to do to fill up the 2 hours. So
No.
let's pursue this line of inquiry.
Yeah.
Age. What was the age, Carl? In a couple of months'
when were
time?
you born?
I'll be 72.
Right, what month, what day?
I'm on the cusp.
You're on the cusp of a day.
23rd of September.
Okay.
72.
So anyway, Okay, right, good.
And you were talking there about, obviously, your star sign, where you're on the cusp.
Yeah.
You believe in that, do you?
No.
You don't believe in star signs?
No, not really.
But you do believe in ghosts, I understand.
No, because
paranormal.
but the star sign thing, you've got how many different star signs, Ellie?
12, innit?
Right, and then you've got, like, loads of people.
Yeah. You do the math.
So they're saying that, you know, there's only 12 different sorts of people in the world.
Exactly. That's exactly right. It's made up. It's made up nonsense. It's non-science.
It's pseudoscience.
It's yes. It's hairy man and dyed hair woman science.
Yes.
Isn't it?
All right.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to you, Carl. Where were you born?
In Manchester.
Okay. What GCSE results did you get?
I got, was it an E? I got an E
You
in
got an
history.
E in history. And how did you find
discover
out that?
information?
You found out.
Because you thought you couldn't remember what you got. You didn't turn up, and you thought you'd done about 3. One of which wasn't history, and actually...
I knew I did art.
Yeah, you didn't. I'm telling you didn't, because we checked.
Yeah.
You did 1. You turned up for history. You did history. You got an E in
I
history.
definitely did art. I made a little clay man.
Yeah, you got to register for O-levels. You don't just do it and then phone up and say, how was that?
Yeah.
And I go,
I'm
"We don't-"
sending you a clay man. See what you think. Send me a grade.
Yeah, there's forms to fill out and things like that, Carl.
Anyway,
Yeah, go on.
Who was your closest childhood friend?
Closest? At what age?
Well, when you were young, when you were
Oh,
a
I
kid.
remember this. It's a fella. Is it someone making, isn't it?
Well, he wasn't really a close mate. Darren Buckley was me.
Darren Buckley?
Yeah.
He was my
Tell us
close
briefly
mate.
about Darren. I've forgotten about Darren.
He's the one who, all the girls liked him. He
Did they?
had permed hair. He used to have his hair like a footballer.
Sure.
His
Were you jealous of him? Were you
dad was a copper.
Did you hang around with Darren, like, in the hope of getting maybe his kind of cast-offs?
Nah. It's weird with me, and I wasn't that bothered about having loads of mates and that. I sort of...
Sure.
I had lots of mates, but I could do without them.
You had a magpie, didn't you?
had a
mate?
bird, didn't
I was happy playing with my magpie.
Yeah, what happened to him?
It flew away.
Yeah.
But I wasn't bothered because it was giving me grief towards the end, wasn't it? It was popping me grifter tyres and that.
Yeah, sure.
Flying down, pecking my head.
Sure. Now, you went to school with a number of different interesting people, some of whom
2
were
of which,
freaks.
I understand, had big heads and webbed toes.
Is that right?
Yet they were not related to each other, and they weren't friends with each other. Why weren't they friends with each other?
Because that'd be obvious.
Did they wear shoes, or did they walk around in their webbed?
Were they good at
feet?
swimming? Were they good at swimming?
I don't know. I don't think they ever went swimming.
Did they ever talk? Did they ever look over at each other and think?
Yeah, we should hang out more.
I told you something in the week as well. There was another lad at school had a pigeon chest.
He had a what?
Can we come back to this?
He had a pigeon
I think
chest.
we should play a record, Carl, because I think we've hooked them now.
Yeah.
I think
There's no one switching off now, Rick.
No, play a record. Blur, Coffee and TV. Carl, I said it's not the best Blur song when it was playing. You know, I don't want to diss it, but you know, it's not the best one. I mean, that's
Absolutely not.
fact.
Sure.
You know, Carl went like the video though, that little milk carton.
Yeah.
Bit sad, it's tragic, isn't it? He went, this is all to himself, I'm not even joining in. And then he went, yeah, but it's alright at the end. He goes to heaven, he finds a little girl milk carton. Just lives out a little thing and is that like you on your paper round, that little milk carton, walking around like that? I imagine you... Oh, people don't know about if you just tuned in, Carl had a paper round.
It's his favourite job ever.
And he maintains it's the best job he's ever had. Isn't it, Carl? Go on.
I don't know what's so weird about that.
It's a paper round.
Yeah, but look forget
It's not the
all
most
that.
fulfilling of jobs.
Look at the way it works, right? You get it out of the way at the start of the day, so you got the rest of the day to yourself.
It's the same as signing on.
You're your own boss. You know.
Same as signing on.
Well, you're not your own boss. The guy
Yeah.
at the news agent's your boss.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
That's great.
You've proven me wrong there. Yeah.
Yeah, that's great. Nah. Yeah. Nah, not really. Would that stand up in court? Where you were found with the dagger? Nah.
Was I?
when are we playing a new game?
Oh, Carl's got a new game. Carl's very excited. I was
But we were talking about something before we
Yeah,
played the
well,
record.
the freaks used to go. You had people with big heads, 2 web feet, didn't hang around each other. That would be too obvious. You had a fella with a pigeon chest.
Yeah, what's the story with the pigeon chest?
Don't know how it happened. It was like it looked like somebody sort of hit him on the back with a big hammer, and it had come out at the front.
Yeah.
And I've never seen it since.
Could that have been the answer?
What? Why he had it?
Why had it? Possibly, I suppose, in your neck of the woods.
Yeah, don't know. Never asked him.
It's just come back to haunt you, has it? The pigeon chest.
No, it's just that you know, when you mentioned about kids at school, I forgot all about him. He's talking about the kids with the web feet and the big heads.
Yeah.
And I forgot about the little old
The pigeon chest.
pigeon boy.
Yeah, pigeon.
Yeah. Well, that's cheered me up.
In a better mood now?
Yeah.
Good.
That's great. Should we rock out today?
Yeah, well, yeah.
Bit of Led Zeppelin, maybe Stones.
Brilliant, yeah. Some other classics. And
Yeah. When are we going to talk about Carl?
Have we run out of stuff already? Okay,
Already.
let's go.
Okay, now, yeah.
So where did you go, Carl? What was the story?
It was my birthday, right? Went home after working with you a couple of Saturdays ago, right? Girlfriend was like, open your card. And I said, no, it's my birthday on Monday, I'll open it then.
You obey by the rules, don't you, on birthdays? Birthday rules.
Well, there's no point.
Well, exactly. Chaos leads that way.
Yeah, right, so,
Not an anarchist, never has been.
so anyway, she was kept going on, it was doing me head in, so I said, alright, I'll open it.
Yeah.
So I opened it, ticket fell out, surprise holiday to one of the Canary Islands. So,
And what was your reaction? I mean...
first one was we haven't got enough money
Right.
for this, but I didn't want to ruin it, so...
No.
So I didn't go on about that, and I said, oh, it'd be great. So I can't wait. So,
Did you say it in that tone of voice?
Well, it was good timing because I was tired and everything. And I'm not a big holiday fan,
No.
but the timing was right.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's the same as last night. I don't always like a curry, but last night
You're in the
Yeah.
mood.
you get that sort of, oh, yeah.
Curry feet. You had a feeling.
Yeah, you had a feeling
You
for
thought,
curry.
oh, and then lo and behold, later you were eating the curry. It's weird, isn't it? Isn't it weird, the
Very strange. Life
paranormal?
is-
Isn't it weird? Isn't it weird?
They work in mysterious ways,
Yeah,
ghosts.
yeah.
So
yeah.
anyway, right, the island, if I was on Wish You Were Here, I'd probably say it's a bit barren.
Okay.
Not much there, but if you get a hotel, you guarantee good weather. Right?
Are you?
No, what I mean is, it'll be a good holiday. If you get a hotel, right, the weather's always good, so you'll have a nice
Yeah,
time.
that was a comma, yeah, it was a, yeah, go on.
And all that, and the food was all right, and everything was going all right. I was just having a nice, relaxing time.
And how do you sort of spend your time on a holiday? You just lie around? Is that
That sort of holiday, just lying around. I bought a book.
You bought a book?
Yeah.
Okay, ghosts?
No, it was short stories, right? It
About
was like
ghosts?
no, it was about like special days in our time and time before me and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And it was like it was telling you about how in I think it was 1814 the Thames frozen up.
Yeah.
And all these stories are told by eyewitnesses.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So there's some fella who was around in 1814. And the Thames was frozen, and people used to put market stalls on there, and they'd do the shopping. It was like an Oxford Street.
Was that Mad Liar Charlie? No, because he's famous for that.
Well, I'm sure, you know.
No, I think that was Mad Liar Charlie.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was reading that, and then after a couple of days was a bit like, oh,
Boring.
yeah, you can only do sort of so much lying around.
And so much reading.
So Suzanne said, well, let's go on the beach, have a walk.
You ain't gone on the beach?
Where had you
I've
been
gone on the beach,
up to this point then? In your room?
No, just like around the pool, just relaxing and having a swim and that.
Yeah.
So she said, let's go on the beach. I said, all right then, yeah. So wandered down to the beach, and first impressions are, yeah, it's all right, it's clean. Sea
Your
looks good.
criteria is so basic, it's weird. Hotel, yes. Roof, good. Food, adequate. Beach, clean. Next.
So I'm walking along, and everything's good, and there's a woman feeding fish bread, which I thought that's different.
I love that. He likes originality. He loves a bit of originality.
Feeding fish bread?
This woman was there, like up to her knees in water.
Yeah.
And she was stood
Was
there.
that a sea?
Chucking,
Oh, right, good.
chucking this bread, and I thought, what's she doing? And I stood there and watched for a minute, and there was little fish coming up, having the bread. I thought, oh. So we carried on walking, and everything's going well, and then this fella comes towards me.
Everything's going well.
Yeah, that's
I haven't
original.
fallen over.
Clean feeding bread. 2 points for originality.
Go well.
Yeah.
Fella comes walking towards me.
Oi, oi.
He's only got no pants on.
Oh.
So I said, Suzanne, what's going on?
Why did he turn to her? Like she knows more
So
than him.
she said, oh yeah, it's she said, yeah, it's a nudity.
Is this going to be a long story? Could you pour that coffee? Can you give me that coffee over? Sorry, this is really bad. Yeah, because he's poured. Thank you.
Just amuse yourselves while we sort the coffee.
Thank you very much.
Dave, do you want
I'll have a cup of coffee, Carl. Thanks. Yeah, cheers.
Cold. Right, good. Okay.
So
Great. Thank you.
So she said, yeah, it's a nudist beach. So I said, well, why, what? I said, we're all it's all mixed up. Normally on a nudist beach, it's a nudist beach and you don't go wandering on there when you get your clothes on and that. So it annoyed me a bit, because there wasn't any signs. So this fella's getting closer.
Well, the knob out was a sign.
Yeah. Right, so he's getting closer. And he walked past me, it was an old fella. And he walked past and he had a hat on and a little pipe. And a big rucksack on his back. Right, so he got me thinking.
Not strictly naked.
I'm walking along and I'm thinking, right, why do people want to do this? So straight away, I wasn't on holiday anymore, because most of the time when I'm on holiday, I don't think about anything. Right?
Your mind's a blank.
I just switch off. Right? But all of a sudden, this has got in my head now, and I turn around to look at him, and
check out his arse.
And this bag, right, I swear, it was massive, right?
What? You had a massive bag?
The bag.
His rucksack?
His rucksack.
Oh, right, okay. When he said there was an old couple coming towards me, I said, what was lower, the bloke's bollocks or the woman's tits? And he said, well, that was another point, she might as well have worn knickers. Because so you can see it. That's what he said to me.
So you saw the bag?
So it annoyed me, yeah, because the whole idea, innit, this is what I think, I mean, I might be wrong, right? Might be wrong.
Chances
you never have been. You never have been before.
Being nudist, right? What's it all about?
So I'll tell you, on that point, Carl, let's play a tune, let's come back and we'll discuss...
What are you going to play?
We'll discuss that very issue. We've got some ideas, we did chat about this last week, Carl, in your absence.
Alright, well, we'll play the choral.
Okay.
It's a good one, this.
Yeah.
Now, right, okay, it's the film review. Carl, you just tell it from the heart. Tell us what you thought about the film, what you thought the...
Can I just ask, is this the first time you'd seen Gladiator? You'd never seen it before?
No.
Okay. And what were your thoughts?
Okay. The film review. Gladiator.
It's alright. Nothing great. It's like an old, sort of an old version of Rocky done in the olden days, really.
Right.
A bloke fighting other people.
Sure.
How sort of well known is the story? Do you reckon people know the basics?
Well, just very quickly, just do the plot.
Quickly. There's a guy called Max.
Maximus, yeah.
Yeah. There's Caesar, and there's Caesar's kid, and Max goes to war, sort of wins it, comes back. Caesar says, you're good at what you do. I wish my son was as good as you. So I want you to be in charge when I die. His kid finds out, a bit annoyed about it, kills his dad, because he don't want anyone to hear that he said that he wants him to be in charge.
Yeah.
So his kid gets in charge and thinks, I'll show you. You're not going to be king, I am. You're going to be a slave or something. And then... next thing you see is...
Sorry, can I just stop there? My only thought is the film's 3 hours long, so maybe we shouldn't go through the whole plot.
We've done the first 10 minutes, but
yeah.
Go on. So, yeah, he's a slave and then...
Yeah, but then, that was an interesting bit that I thought, right? I mean, I was watching this with a girlfriend, she was already annoyed because she wanted to watch Friends on E4.
Okay. Yeah. It was a good episode as well this week.
Was it?
Yeah.
Don't tell her that.
Okay.
Right, so she was annoyed and she said, come on then, put it on. And I got it wrong straight away, because it says on the back 149, so I thought that was an hour and 49 minutes. It turned out it was 149. No, I thought it was 1 hour 49.
Yeah.
But it was 149 minutes.
Sure.
So it overran anyway.
By 40 minutes.
Yeah. So anyway, the interesting bit was where he was going across the desert on a horse. And I think to show you how long he'd been going across the desert on his horse, he's showing you a shot of the horse's knees and they were bleeding. And I just wondered whether that's what horses do if they run for a long time. Do you know?
I don't. Good.
Right, so anyway, so he goes on, he keeps going on like this. He's a slave, and then he has a fight at the end with the Caesar's kid, and he kills him. And that's how it ended.
Okay, good. What did you think of it? Just generally, what bits... what do you think was wrong with it?
Right, well, I've read up on it, and there's already a fact that is wrong.
Right.
Caesar's kid, he didn't actually kill his dad. His dad died of a natural death.
Right, in real life, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
And what's Caesar's kid's name? Comedian or something? comedian.
I think it's comedian. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's where the name comes from. When a funny person is called a comedian. 'cause
He
their name
didn't
happens.
actually get killed in real life by Max.
No.
He died by his sister poisoning him, and he didn't die. No.
Are you saying that this is not a historical document?
It's wrong.
All over the place.
Yeah.
Well, in
next
terms
week,
of
next week I'm giving you Braveheart, and that is actually true. That is factually
No,
accurate.
I can't handle
It is. It was a little
Listen,
Australian fella that helped him out.
Just for people who watched it, you
on.
know that the guy, Caesar's kid,
Yeah.
he died. His sister tried to poison him. That didn't work. Apparently, he was a gay fella, and his boyfriend, who was a wrestler, strangled him. That's
where did you get this information?
on the internet. I thought I'd look it up to see how much of it I actually got right,
Yes.
and that's what I read.
Okay, so out of 10?
5.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
it's no good. I wouldn't get it out. It's annoying the way it says, like, you know, this film's got to be seen at the cinema, because I saw it at home and I don't think I missed out on anything.
Very good point. I think that's probably the point they're making, but yours is valid too. We'll play a record, and after that I'm going to ask you about Rasputin, the Mad Monk.
But anyway, Gladiator, just was going to add on the end of that. If you're into that sort of film, Jason and the Argonauts is probably a better bet.
Is that factually accurate?
Did you look that up or not? Did skeletons actually come out of the ground and fight?
Yeah.
you?
I don't know, but it's a more enjoyable film.
Okay.
And It's
Okay.
shorter. We've had a good year of stuff, teaching stuff.
Yeah, I've learned a lot.
Can you remember any of the
Of course I
highlights?
can. There was a deaf girl and she hit her head and she could hear.
Yeah.
There was also some people who ate tomatoes thought they were poisonous on lead. There was also a doctor who gave a blood transfusion with some parrots from the pet store.
Yeah.
Because the doctor in America, and it was the olden days when the lines were bad, said give him his parents' blood, and the doctor this side thought said give him some parrot's blood. So that was true, and that educated me.
That was fact. What have you got for us?
Well, we've only got 2 because I've taught you about jellyfish today that
Yeah.
we need them. So we've only got two things to go at, and I give them a little headline so you remember them to make them snappy. The 2 headlines you've got: oh, what a catastrophe.
Okay.
And the second one is, well, you'd think it'd be Bughead, wouldn't you?
What?
Well, you'd think it'd be Bughead, wouldn't you?
You'd think it beat
No, you'd think it'd be.
Yeah.
You'd think it'd be Buggered, wouldn't you?
Bughead.
Bughead.
This can't be. If this is anything with a bug living without a head, I'm not interested. Because we've done it. All you've done is fun.
Let's just do what a catastrophe.
So it is that. Do I do that
give
one
us the
first?
Bughead one.
Which one are we
No,
doing?
do the Bughead one.
Right, well, the Bughead one. Well, we've talked a lot about animals and that, haven't we, without heads.
Surprisingly, we have. I think a disproportionate amount on it.
If you're a new listener and this is the first time you listen, you'd be surprised.
Yeah, we've done all that. We've covered worms, the way if you cut their head off, it grows back if you don't cut too high above its neck. We've covered
The chicken.
the fella who blinked.
Yeah. I can't go into it again.
Right.
Let's not go into it again.
We've had the chicken with no head that lived for
Yeah.
8 months.
Yeah.
And we've had
And we've had the
cockroaches.
cockroaches living for a week without an head.
Right, okay.
Well, it's a bit more on the cockroach front, really.
Right.
They've found, right, that if you get a cockroach and you cut its head off,
Yeah.
right, and then you find a cockroach that's still got its head, but it hasn't got any legs,
Right.
right, it's not over for both of them, right? Because what you can do, you get the one that's got the legs
Right.
with no head,
Yeah.
sort of running around, get the one with the head, sit it on top of it,
Right.
get a little tube
Okay.
so that the fluids...
So is this auntie's go out of the
Let him
room?
finish.
This is like Blue Peter.
Let him
You
finish.
could get this for Christmas.
Right, you get
Yeah.
a little tube, you sit that on top so the bodily fluids are still running between the two.
Right.
The head of the one on the top will control the feet of the one on the bottom.
Okay.
What about
Good.
And will it continue to live?
that? Yeah.
Okay, you don't know that for sure, do you? You're just guessing.
That was just a
No,
question out of the blue he wasn't expecting.
Yeah.
Well, what do you think of that?
Good, yeah, it's great. Yeah, just a primitive nervous system that can, yeah.
Did you expect us to be more impressed and excited by that? Did you fall off your chair when you read that? Did you literally topple off? Going,
Did you
cartoon?
think you were going to be the Frankenstein of the insect world?
Yeah.
No, I just was thinking if they can do that, you know,
Can they do it with
can they
humans?
Because I also did a bit of research.
Of course
on.
you did.
Did you come to the sort of conclusion that apart from the moral aspect of it, that the human was probably more complicated than?
Yeah, but do you know what I mean? Things move on, don't they? Do you know what I mean?
Science, Rick.
You know, I had Binatown as a kid. Now they've got PlayStation 2, and the difference in 10 years
They
is
have
amazing.
found that if you lose your head, a cockroach can live normally on your body, but not the other way around. Your head on it cannot control its legs because it's too complicated for your brain.
Well,
So, yeah. So
then other research, because I thought if you don't learn from that, I'll give you something else for free, right?
Go on. Free.
That they can clone people.
Uh-huh.
The only reason they don't do it, right? Say if like Ricky needed a lung, right? They could clone you and make you the same. But the only reason they don't want to do it is because it'd be a bit horrible, wouldn't it? So
and it would take sort of 18 years for me to get an adult lung.
And there's all kinds of moral implications.
yeah.
What do you mean, yeah? You hadn't thought of that?
Because lest we forget, Rick, he ended with the only reason they don't do it is because it's a bit horrible and that. Which scientist said that?
Right, let's leave
That's a
that then.
quote.
Right. That's
Tune.
not it. That's not the other one.
That's it.
No. That was just, you know.
We've got another one to come.
Oh, I
Teach us
can't wait.
the headline again. What was the headline
The
again?
headline, oh, what a catastrophe.
Looking forward to that. Yeah, a bit more counsel. This is from his covers album. This is called Snowbird. God. Do you do that? I imagine you get caught staring at things.
Do you go up to people? Do you go up to people with problems and go, "Mummy, is that a monster?"
Well, I was telling you one about when I used to go with my dad in the taxi.
Oh yeah,
Why,
tell
what
us this
happened?
story.
Well,
Your father was a taxi driver?
my dad he had loads of jobs, which he did back then. And they don't do that anymore, do they? People they don't
Have a
do
variety of
loads
jobs?
stuff.
Sure.
But at one point, he had a black cab, and I used to go with him. Used to get a beer crate and put it in the front of the black cab, and sort of sit just next to the
Comfortable.
meter. And anyway, we got this call, and like the guy on the end of the radio said, "Oh, you've got your son with you, haven't you?" So he said, "Yeah." So it's just like, you know, we've got to pick up at number 11 Village Lane or whatever. And I said, all right. And it was this woman. It was like a woman version of the Elephant Man.
Wow. The Elephant Woman.
Yeah, it looked like... it was really strange because I was in the front of the cab, and when you're a kid, if something looks odd, you're a bit scared of it, aren't you?
Yeah.
And my dad was like, look, be all right. And we're driving towards her.
Look, don't worry, son. I've got loads of buns.
And just to
I think
give
I'll
you-
just throw one down the street if it lets you
See,
run after
you're
it.
being mean, right?
I am a little bit.
So
Yeah.
how old were you? 18?
No, I was about 12 or something like that. 11, 12. And as we got closer to her, it looked like she was holding like a bag of spuds on her shoulder.
For a snack.
Right.
And her head was all a bit mangled and messy and that. And my dad said, whatever you do, don't stare at her face.
Yeah.
And she got in the
Because you
back.
turn into stone.
Well, she got in the back, and I had like the mirror, the driver's mirror thing, and sort of having a look, trying to work out. And he said, don't stare at her face. I couldn't work out where her face was. It was that weird.
Oh, God.
So I'm not sure you're from Manchester. I think you're from like Narnia or something.
Yeah, you got frog boys walking around.
the Lord
with
of the Rings.
That got like the claws of a lobster and the head of a toad.
Yeah.
And you got women getting in with spuds for heads. I mean, what
This is not
what
Manchester.
is
This is not
place?
the place you grew up. This is
Yeah.
mad.
Oh, you can't believe it in London, can you? You come down and you go, look, symmetry. It must be amazing.
It must be a thing to do with upbringing now, mustn't it? And because, again, do you know, I've said to you before, years ago, when I was a kid and didn't have any worries, good-looking lad, you go through it a bit, have a few more worries, and you look knackered. Now, back there's a lot more worries and stuff, so you get a lot more freaks. Whereas in London, everyone's like happy, aren't they?
I love the fact that stress can cause your fingers to fuse and your heads to grow.
No, but if
She must have been really stressed to have a head like
Yeah. She was was she an accountant or something?
you know what I mean.
But what did she do? What did she say?
Where
when
was she
got in?
going, by the way?
She couldn't speak.
London Zoo, please.
I think she was going to like
To
a
the
pet
fair.
shop. Seriously, honest to God. On my mum's life, she was. Because at the end of the day, that's a good thing with animals. They don't judge you, do they?
She's not
She
an
wasn't an
animal.
animal. She's a human being.
She's not actually an elephant.
No, but she...
You know the Elephant Man was not actually an elephant. You understand that? He's got no elephant genes in him at all.
No.
That was just a cruel name people gave him.
Yeah.
No, it's the name of the disease, isn't it? Elephantitis.
Look, so listen. So this woman, why was she going to a pet shop?
She was going to a pet shop. What, to find a husband?
Is this true?
No, it is true, yeah.
Oh, God.
I'm not taking the mickey because it must be really bad for you.
Of course it is.
Carl, I need to ask.
I'm going on to you today about cutting myself shaving.
Yeah.
I was going on about that. To think that she's probably not alive now, but to think...
But you're saying that you're going to say this is a worse problem than a little cut shaving, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
I think you're right.
Carl, there's a couple of key questions I need to ask. One, if she couldn't talk, how did she tell your father where to drive her? Did she have it written on a note?
Did she point with her nose?
Yeah.
Right, this has got silly. Pick your song.
But and also, finally, where did you say she lived again?
It was like in a village, a little small village.
Right.
Just heading out of the way.
All I'm saying is we could maybe get like some sort of coach, book some coaches, get a coach party up there to have a look at her. Take some photos.
And now
you can make some lemonade.
The offspring of a woman and some spuds. Yeah. Please enter at your peril. Should it give me a shiny shilling?
Carl, what's the worst present you've ever had?
You see, we don't really celebrate birthdays in our house, so...
What? Where are you from? What planet are you? What do you mean you don't celebrate birthdays?
Are you here from another world observing? Like trying to blend in, but not quite managing to pull it off.
Not that fussed about it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's...
Yeah.
My mum and dad's are on the same day, and I think that just was like...
That's a bit weird, isn't it?
And their anniversary, and...
Well, they got married on their mutual birthday.
But Carl, can I just...
And Christmas.
But Carl, there's a difference between you saying...
What do you mean their anniversary's on the same day? Of course it's on the same day.
Yeah, and the birthday.
But Carl, what I mean is that you say that you don't really celebrate your birthday, but presumably you have received some presents at some point in your life from your parents or anyone.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we'll come back to you later.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Let's play a record.
Carl, have a think about that and we'll come back to you later. Thanks very much. Rick, we were talking earlier about stuff.
True story about a little Australian freed the Scottish.
The stuff that's dying out that I think you and I single-handedly need to kind of resurrect and salvage. Yeah. I thought the Trilby was dying out.
Yeah.
I'll surprise you. And yet,
well,
watching Top of the Pops last night,
yeah.
Jamiroquai was wearing one. And then lo and behold, Danny Minogue came on. She had one as well. I thought, blimey, those two people, they're trying to salvage the Trilby. And good luck to them.
Well, that's on its way then. Let them do that.
The Trilby's fine.
Let's do something else.
But the bowler hat.
Ah, the bowler hat.
You never see the
I always
bowler.
fancy myself in a bowler hat.
I love a bowler hat. Carl, would you wear a bowler hat? I know you'd wear the cape.
I did wear a Trilby.
You wear a Trilby, really? You must have looked like a...
That's brilliant. What? Because you're a Mancunian?
Well, there was a phase, wasn't there, in about 90... When was it?
I think that was just round your way.
It might have been. It was in Manchester.
Did someone get a job lot of Trilbys and persuaded you kids? Yeah, I tell you what's trendy. No, Sean Ryder wears one of these. Does he? Yeah, go on. Yeah, quid. And then everyone in your street had Trilbys on.
But you've never worn a bowler?
Never.
What about Kangol bowler? You might think about it.
Out again.
I'll tell you what. I would like to wear a bowler hat in a dark, but I'm worried I look like one of those little fellas off the Home Pride advert.
The Home Pride guys, they've been persevering with the bowler for years.
They still look good in it, though,
They're still looking good. They're dapper guys.
Yeah.
There's a lot of the Jolly Green Giant. He had quite a distinctive look, which is obviously one I've been thinking of exploiting.
What the
Being
little
like 6 or 7.
I know the little sort of like a little dress.
Was it Corncoff
Yeah.
that made up his little skirt?
Yeah.
KP, you were going to tell us, Pilkey, Pilchard, you were going to tell us
What tickets are we away?
But it worked for me, you see, because when I was younger, I had a mobile disco.
Brilliant, so did I.
And it was me and my mate Colin Makin. And the disco was called Pilkey's Making Music.
That's brilliant. I mean, that's genuinely brilliant. Pilkey's Making Music.
Guess what? When I first started the mobile disco, and this was when I was about 14, we didn't really go out touring. We just would do it for like people's parties and stuff. We were called the Rock and Roll DJs.
No, really?
We drew it on some sort of see-through paper and put a light behind it. Rock and Roll DJs.
My first disco, I had 2 nights a week in this pub.
What, you ran a disco?
Yeah, this pub near King's Cross, right? And it was just their records, right? And I had to play this number of songs every time, the same time every week. So all the locals, all drunk, were dancing and everything. One of them was American Pie by Don McLean,
Right.
and they just sing along all the words, sort of drunk.
And it's about 7 minutes long or something.
Yeah. The other one was Baby Jane by Rod Stewart.
Nice.
If I didn't play that, I'd get lynched. And what was the other one? There was another one that I always had to play. It was a ballad. I have to remember that. But yeah.
So, Carl, do you think, and maybe Ricky as well, do you think you know much about DJing for, like, you know, the sort of the wedding party or maybe someone's 18th? Oh, really? Okay, let me just offer a little hypothesis for you then. All right, the buffet's been served, right?
Yeah.
People have done some speeches, like it's a wedding do.
Yeah.
So you've already played some records early on. You've stopped for food.
Yeah.
You've just played some light backing music in the background while the food's been served. You want to get the party rocking again. What do you kick off with?
It depends. I've already got it down to 2 or 3 records.
Okay, I'd like to hear what they are.
Well, I've got it down to Earth, Wind and Fire.
Right.
That'd be great. If there's, depending on, or you want to go a bit modern, I'd probably start off with sort of Will Smith.
Well, careful, Rick. I've got to bear in mind, it is a wedding do, so there's people from age 8 to 80. You got to cater to every market.
Okay.
Carl, what about you?
See, this was back in '88, so
Kylie.
Yeah.
Can I tell you what the definitive track is?
Go on.
Oh, What a Night, Frankie Valli and the Four Seasons. Ding, ding, ding. People don't realise what it is exactly. It's straight away. Ding, ding, ding. Bow, down, 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 down. I can't actually play it. But,
the record
oh, what a night. Late December back in 60. That leads you straight into a 70s medley, and everyone's loving that. I'm thinking Bee Gees. There's going to probably be some kind of ABBA track, Dancing Queen, all going to storm. You're turning your noses up. I can tell you this, that we got bookings endless. People are going, you're amazing. I don't know how you do it.
I wouldn't have got up. I would have sat there.
Well, you might be, because you're one of those grouchy, you're one of those moody teenagers. Oh, I'm not going to dance to this. I'll tell you, the old ladies would have been up. The people with a decent bit of musical taste would be up.
No, the
Ricky
first
Gervais
person to get up is a fat lady in a dress with bad ankles and a little kid who's got problems, and he's in a little DJ.
See, the problem with you two is you're not catering to the market. You're trying to be all sort of bohemian and kind of off, teach people about music and stuff. There's no place for Kylie, not at a mobile disco. Far too avant-garde. All right, kick it in. Grease Megamix.
Play a record.
Come on, Eileen. Have you got Come on, Eileen? Play that.
What are you going to play?
Love Shack.
Coldplay.
Excellent. Yellow.
Well, you'd never
It's
say
the
that.
excellent single by Coldplay. It's Yellow. Oh, Yellow. That's Yellow by Coldplay. Okay, this is Carl in the classic The Shining.
And what's the question?
Well, we might ask that afterwards.
Okay, then.
Fine.
Still trying to write the book, then? No?
Yes.
Good. Funny, someone told me the other day, weird thing about a typewriter, the top row of letters, the longest word you can write is typewriter. I'll just show you. That's weird, isn't it? It's just the typewriter being... You're not in the mood, are you? You're in one of those grouchy moods again, that you get into when you're writing.
I'm not being grouchy. I just want to finish my work.
Yeah, it's just being a bit funny, a bit offhand and that.
Let me explain something to you.
Go on.
Whenever you come in here and interrupt me, you're breaking my concentration. You're distracting me. And it will then take me time to get back to where I was. Understand?
Yeah, but I just was coming in to try and cheer you up, if you... I'm full of ideas as well, if you're having a problem coming up with stuff, got loads of ideas you could write about. The other day I read about this airy Chinese kid.
What do you want me to do about it?
No, it's just that it could make a good book. Do you know what I mean? Sort of following round.
That's swell.
Well, I'd buy it, But if you don't want to know, don't bother doing it. But, do you know what I mean? It's just airy Chinese kid. It's weird because they're not normally that airy over there. Yeah, this kid cakes in it. But if you don't care...
I wouldn't touch one hair on his goddamn little head.
You won't have to touch any hair on his head. Like I say, he's covered. Leave the head alone if you want. Touch his hands. He's totally... covered in it, but...
I love the little son of a bitch.
Well, don't go that far. You haven't met him, but I can sort it out.
I'd do anything for him.
I don't think he'd expect that much. Just take him to the barbers 3 or 4 times a week. He's a good little kid. In fact, I'll do it. I think I'll write a book on him. Yeah?
Do you think you can handle that?
Yeah.
You're not too busy, are you?
Well, yeah, I'm pretty busy. I've got to sort out some monkey facts for the show this Saturday, but I reckon I can still...
Why don't you start right now and get out of here?
All right. I will. If you're going to be like that. Couldn't borrow a pen, could I? See you later.
There you
Haunting.
go. Haunting stuff there. Karl Pilkington in The Shining.
You know, in the film, Jack Nicholson goes crazy because the suggestion is he's maybe possessed by demons that maybe are in the hotel. But, you know, if I was stranded in a desolate hotel, removed from all human contact with Karl, I'd go mental with an axe without being possessed by demons. That's more chilling to me, trying to get some work done and you keep wandering in.
I'm trying to get Karl to spend a couple of days in the caravan with me, just for the head of it, and he won't. I've offered him money, won't I? I think it'd be a great laugh, wouldn't it, Karl?
Oh, yeah. Great.
That would be terrifying.
No, I want to film it. I just want to film it. Like a little video diary. There's Karl there, he's just waking up.
Well, if I was stranded in that would be like being... I may as well be with Freddy Krueger and Jason Voorhees. That's more scary.
The thing is, Ricky doesn't mess you about as much as he messes me about.
No, you see, you've given him an inch. You've given him an inch and he's taken a yard.
12:30 you got in today. In 30 minutes between 12:30 and 1. The old bin lid on the head. He wanted to do that again.
Yep.
Squeezing my head, think he had a go at. And karate chop on the back of the neck.
Yeah.
All in 30 minutes. Yeah. Who else can say that?
Who else can say that? Who else can say? What do you mean?
Anyway, have we got a question then?
Yeah, to win a copy of, I'm so embarrassed to say it, The Shining on VHS is worth $5.99 and it will have already been watched by Karl Pilkington, probably not even rewound.
Yeah,
to win that.
And a little bit of tripe and cow eels where it just slipped into his dinner. A barm cake outside.
As he was reading the back of the box trying to figure out what was going on.
The ingredients.
So what about this, right? Here's a question.
I've got a question.
No, go on. No, I want to hear Karl's first.
Okay.
No, it's about the film. Because when I was whizzing through it, I saw something and thought, oh, that's good. The kid who's in it, he was writing something on the back of a door with lipstick. What was it?
Well, that's a tricky question. I can't remember.
Nor can I.
Right.
So the kid in it was writing something on the back of the door.
Is that going to be too hard for anyone?
Let's see if... I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if there's somebody...
Right, the phones are going, so it might be.
Yeah, but this is email, isn't it?
All right, Ricky.Gervais at xfm.co.uk. What was being scrawled on the back of the door by the little kid in The Shining? Be honest, if you know that, it means you've probably already got it and you've watched it about 8 times.
Yeah.
Fair enough, though.
All right. It's something, when I was looking on the web, found something out.
Go on.
It's a story about a woman who had a baby. Who had a baby.
What are you talking about?
What?
A woman who had a baby who was having a baby.
It was no clearer when you repeated it.
No, Karl, I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do for the common good, right? Pursue this line of inquiry, right? Because I don't know where it's going, or play a record. I'm actually torn. I don't know what to do.
No, I remember seeing it and thinking, I've got to tell Ricky about that. It's brilliant.
What should we do? Should we go with it? It's entering into the abyss. It's opening Pandora's box. It's peeking. It's going down to the cellar.
I've got a couple of questions, though.
Go on, then.
Well, come down there with me.
Okay,
come down the cellar with me.
Okay, right. Karl, what, first of all, it was on the web. What do you mean? The baby was what? Had another, was it, she didn't give birth, the doctor didn't find one of those set of Chinese dolls up her. Russian dolls, whatever they're called.
That's what I pictured it like, those dolls where you take the head off and there's another one in there that all look the same. But no, the story was, there's a woman who's...
No, don't just say it again. That's a headline. That's not a story. There was a woman who had a baby, That's not a story. Imagine handing that in as a thesis to loads of the BMA. There you go, and read that.
That's a children's rhyme.
Yeah. There was a woman who had a baby What do you mean? So she had a baby, right? Yeah.
And
that bit's fine. We're okay with that.
That's normal. That's normal.
A woman had a child.
Yeah, totally normal.
She gave birth. Fine. Yeah. Next.
Well, I don't know that much more, apart from the fact that the baby's, like, roaming about, and then 12 months later, she's like, oh...
Interesting, so the gestation period of that baby was actually 3 months more than an adult.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Weird, though, isn't it?
So, was the headline, My Baby's 12 months pregnant? What are you talking about? 12 months later, it had a... What are you talking about?
Forget it.
No, you haven't even finished the story. That what you said, and 12 months later, you didn't even finish the sentence. So what do you mean?
No, I didn't read any more into it because I just saw that and I thought, that's weird. And then I just was thinking, oh, like, imagine the kid at school, at parents' evening.
Go on.
And it's like, well, your kid's pretty good. Now let's have a look at your work, sort of thing. Don't you think that'd be weird?
But what? Did the child have a baby?
Yeah.
Of course it didn't! Play a record!
We shouldn't have gone down in the cellar. We should have just left the cellar door closed. I never learned. Don and Blitzen from the About a Boy soundtrack by Badly Drawn Boy.
Christmas theme there, Christmas theme there.
You spotted the Christmas theme?
Yeah. Carl's not really in a festive mood, but
I can't imagine Christmas is your time of year, is it, Carl? Well, I'm not sure any time of the year is, really.
I liked it when I was about... I think when I was about 7, I enjoyed it.
Was that the one? Was that the year, the big year for you?
You get loads of stuff, you don't have to worry about anyone else, but once you've, like, got a job...
What did you get when were you doing your paper round? How old were you then?
I was about 13, 14.
Well, that was then you were a man, weren't you?
I had to buy stuff.
Oh.
But you're still not
You're quite a selfish man, aren't you? I didn't realise this.
No, it's just that Christmas...
And that's coming from him, Carl.
My dad always said...
All right, steady on.
Dad said Christmas morning was for, like, you know, for me, so he used to stay in bed. So he never...
That's brilliant. That's a great thing, saying it. Yeah. Christmas morning's for you. Run wild. Do what you want. Just don't bother me.
I'm going to Honolulu for 2 weeks.
That's great. Dad, it's Christmas. Do I have to do anything? No.
So my mum used to get up because she used to like to see my face light up, you know, when I opened the presents. And then...
to give fireworks.
And then I'd have to go to my bedroom from about 6 o'clock onwards because, like, my mum and dad were into having big Christmas parties and I wasn't, like, old enough to go.
Right.
So they'd say, right, you know, you've had your fun there, you go up to your bedroom, stay in there.
Really?
Yeah, I remember one year, right, I got a train set, that's what I wanted.
Yeah.
Right? It's brilliant. Playing with it all day. I thought, I don't mind about the party, I'm happy staying up here playing with this. Brother comes in, he's had a few, right, he's going, yeah, give us a go on your train.
How old is he?
He's a bit older than me, so he might have been like, let's see.
Well, let him be 18.
Yeah, probably about 18, 19,
how old
something
were you?
like that. I had a train set, so, I don't know, about...
14.
Something like that, right? So I'm playing on that, loving it and stuff, and then he comes in and goes, oh, give us a go. He turns the transformer up to, like, 14. He went really fast for about 5 seconds, broke it, and then he went back downstairs.
Wow.
So Christmas, I hadn't even got to
Sounds
Christmas
like
Day.
the Conservative government with British Rail.
Satire, that is.
Rick, I just thought that there's satire. If there's any satirical shows listening or
it
magazines...
doesn't work in any way, because there's the analogy falls down apart from there being a train.
Think it through, though. British Rail was trains.
Yeah.
And the government broke the trains in many ways. They didn't break them, like, not officially breaking them, but they kind of...
It does work, it's perfect.
Oh, I'm very pleased with that.
And I can't, and no one's asked him to be on Have I Got News For You.
It's weird, isn't it? Because it's strange, that, when you've got a satirical mind that's as quick as that.
Yeah.
All
And
right.
he's broke your little train set. So what did you do?
I just, like, watched telly and had some sausages.
I bet you were happy with that, though, weren't you?
It's a bit annoying, though, isn't it, when your main present of the year has been broke.
And did
then,
it ever get it fixed?
No, that was it. Put away.
I'm intrigued why your parents wouldn't let you come and join in the festive fun. Was it like really debauched down there? Was it like eggnog everywhere? And...
Well, no, but I mean, that's fair enough. 6 is a little bit early, but I just think, you know, if you're your kid, you know, he had his fun, put him to bed at 8, maybe. And
you think so on Christmas Day? I thought that was a day for family.
Well, not if there's a party going on.
Well, don't have the party on to Christmas Day.
Well, that's another option.
Yeah. Your parents are weird, aren't they? A strange breed.
Well...
Letter to Hermione. David Bowie of Space Oddity album. XFM 104.9. See, I don't know where... I thought you'd sort of learnt a little bit, Carl, what is an interesting fact and what might just be a mentalist online. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what point we're making here? Why the truth is so much more even a little bit, even something that's just, you know, mild, but is definitely the truth, is so much more interesting than just wish fulfillment of truth. To me, if it starts with there was this ghost, right, it's not interesting. You could say anything. There was this ghost that could turn custard into wine. It doesn't matter. There was this ghost that had 9 heads. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. There was this
you know, Carl's looking at you going, there's a ghost that can turn custard into wine.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you say after that. There's a ghost that can swallow alligators whole. The premise means it's not true to me. Do you know what I mean? It's like people say, you know what? God, right? He's incredible. I'll stop you there. the fact that you can make it in 7 days, well, you've lost me already. Do you know what I mean? Whereas someone says something like, you know, a cockroach can live 5 days without a head, that's interesting. That's interesting.
Right.
Do you think when you die, they say you're a ghost? This is going to amaze you. You can go and you can spook people out.
Yeah.
Do you like custard? Come over here.
No. Well, if you don't, you don't. Do you like wine? Of course I do. Oh, you are going to love it.
You're going to love being dead.
gonna
I'm
love
a bit
it,
annoyed.
yeah.
I've lost all my loved ones.
Yeah. Do you see what I mean? It's what your sort of beliefs are based on. Mine are sort of on, I suppose, logic and science. And so I'm amazed by the world. And
So the Iceman, why does that amaze you? What's like, ooh...
Well, they found some part of our preserved past. You know, it's interesting. Again, I'm amazed by anthropology and evolution.
Yeah. It's just that line on its own like that, you know, they found an Iceman is great. But then it went on, and it's going on about, you know, they've had to get different people involved to find out how old it was. Because first of all, the story started off, right? An old fellow on holiday somewhere. Where did they find it? In Sweden or something? And he was walking in the hills. And
He was walking?
in the hills.
In heels? Was he a transvestite?
In the mountains.
Oh, right.
In the hills.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's walking about, and he sees this body in the snow, and he thinks, oh. So he calls the police up, and they come and have a look, and he goes, oh yeah, it's probably a murder. So then they dig it up and find out he's got hold of a spear in his hand.
Right, and he's dressed like Fred Flintstone.
Yeah. Right.
And they realise it's probably not a recent murder.
Right.
His knuckles are dragging on the floor. He's
Yeah.
a Neanderthal man. They think, hang on, Karl Pilkington.
But when they found out, hang on, it's an old thing.
It's an old thing!
Can it? If it was a murder recent, then you'd go, hang on, how did this happen? Who does he belong to?
Yeah.
But the chances are whoever murdered him is also dead.
5,000 years ago, probably. Yeah.
So leave it. Just bury it.
I don't think it's a murder investigation.
No, but they are.
It's not Quincy going, this was before my time.
It's not a murder investigation.
Yeah, just one thing bothers me, sir. Just one final thing. My wife loves you, but this guy.
That's how they were
Why
treating
would
him.
he have a spear
Yeah.
and a leopard skin? I just can't. I can't get over this.
What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying.
What are you saying? Right, shut up, everybody. What are you saying? You've got one chance now. You've got to ask me a question, and I will answer it the best way. But what are you saying? What is your question?
Right, he probably spent a load of money trying
That's not
to
a
sort it
question.
out.
That's not a
Yeah,
question.
but let me tell you what I'm saying, right? They're probably spending a load of money finding out stuff about this fella who died. And even if he wasn't murdered, he'd be dead by now anyway. So get over it, right? 3,000 years ago, he died, right? So then they start messing about with it, saying, well, how did he die? Well, it doesn't matter. It was ages ago. Then they start digging his belly open, seeing last meal that he ate.
Yeah.
Oh, he ate seeds and leaves. Well, no surprise, really. There's now else around. Again, spending more money. Someone's been paid money to sort that out. Then they bury him, and then said, hang on a minute, are you sure that he died by, like, a spear? Let's dig him up again. So they dig him up again and find some splinter or something.
I don't believe they buried him.
They did. Well, in some sort of fancy coffin so everyone can see him. But for me, that is more wasteful than sorting out something that's, you know, like someone who's ill. Sort something out, you know.
Sorry, it's not either or. They didn't put a doctor out of surgery.
Exactly. There's not an old man in a bed in a corridor somewhere.
Yeah,
going,
Ted, what are you doing?
stomach."
I'm just giving this bloke a stat clear. No, look, we found an old fella in a skit. Okay, okay, you take over. It's not either or, Carl. What are you talking about? It's scientific research.
But don't you see why this is fascinating? It gives us an insight into how we lived 3,000, 5,000 years ago. That's an incredible historical document.
Wonder if it was your equivalent. Wonder if he was like the Carl of the time, and there's people, ghosts now through there going, "Oh God, I don't believe it. They've dug up Carl. They think we're all like that. Oh no, they're going into his brain now. They're looking at how his brain works. We're going to get such a bad rep. Oh
well,
dear,
each to their own. If you like it, I just thought it was a bit of a
waste of money.
a little bit of a waste.
Yeah, okay.
But there you go. Anyway, we'll give out the answers to Rockbusters next.
If we must.
Yeah.
It sometimes stuns me. Sometimes I I'm taken aback. Do you know what I mean?
But what worries me is if one day aliens do visit,
I'd love
and
that.
they come down, yeah. But what worries me is they might bump in. What if they bump into you? What if they bump into you and they think that you represent mankind?
And they go up and they start another planet.
They're going to they say, we'll ask you 3 questions, and if you answer them correctly, we will not blow up your planet.
Yeah.
We'd be doomed.
Well, it depends.
It depends what they ask you, don't they? What if they said, right, Carl, what's the weirdest thing ever found in China?
I'll say hairy Chinese kid.
And they go, right.
Okay, interesting.
Too, all right.
What don't you see anymore?
What do you see an old bloke doing?
You don't see an old fella eating a Twix.
Yeah. And they say, what if they asked you, what's across the road from you when you're washing up?
Well, there's 3 things. Do you just want one of them?
No, I want all 3.
You want all 3? It was a Chinese kid dancing about in his underpants.
Yeah.
There was a bouncer every night getting ready to go to work. And the 3rd one, the old woman reading a book, the same book.
And they go, right, your planet's saved. See,
Quark back in the ship.
Yeah,
they are a superior race.
And a boxer that is in peak, you know, with that, basically, you've seen the ones, they just look, you know, like Bruce Lee. Yeah. They're 8%.
8%, wow.
Fat. So,
is that good for you?
Well, I don't think it's that bad for you. I mean, you know, you need a bit of fat.
Bruce Lee supposedly, I mean, there's so many rumours, I'm sure you're fascinated by them, Carl, conspiracy theories surrounding Bruce Lee's death. Yeah. One of which is that his body was, it's at the peak of physical perfection. He had an aspirin because of a headache. And it reacted with his, because just the impurities in the aspirin killed him. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's sort of like quite interesting and a bit weird.
Yeah.
He'll have
yes, that's fact.
He'll have
Well, are you aware of the fact that supposedly he actually cheated death? He actually faked his own death so he could work undercover for the Hong Kong police. Are you aware of that?
Yeah.
Do you believe that as well? Not so convinced.
I don't know.
Do you believe he could kill a man by putting all his energy into a trembling hand and touching him and every blood vessel burst?
Well, it's just another form of trickery, isn't it? I mean, you met up with Darren, didn't you?
Met up with Darren Brown, yeah.
Darren Brown.
Yeah, he's incredible. Yeah, he's probably the Britain's best illusionist, if you don't mind me saying.
Yeah.
You can put that on a poster if you want.
Tell you what, though, right? Changing the subject a bit. We were talking about a fly getting in that pod.
Yeah.
Read in the week when I was searching for stuff to educate, you know, the Educate Ricky section. Yeah. Which we will be
Do you want to answer that phone? Because it's annoying me. Who's phoning?
I don't know. It's obviously someone who doesn't know that you're talking at the moment, so leave it.
Let him finish your point.
It could be,
leave it.
It could be the head of...
Leave it.
Yeah, go on.
Could be the head of XFM?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so scared.
No.
We must
No, I won't be embarrassing him. I know, going, don't call me when I'm working.
Nice. Right. Fighting against the machine. High five.
Yeah.
Raging against the machine.
Anyway, yeah, right. We were talking about flies getting in a pod. And do you know, like, how a Barbie doll, if it was real, it wouldn't be able to work? Do you know what I mean? A Barbie doll, if a woman had the
proportions,
she wouldn't be able to tie her shoelaces up and stuff because her legs are too long for her back and all that. Flies, scientists can't work out how they fly.
It's a bee.
It's a bee, not a fly.
No, a fly as well.
No.
A fly is, apparently its body is like too big for its wings, and they still can't work it out.
Yeah.
How
which in your mind says what? Something spooky.
They have worked it out. It's the fact that what they do, the wing actually beats a ridiculous about 150 times a second, so it displaces air.
Yeah.
So they have.
I know what you mean. It's incredible that it can fly because it's got such small wings.
Yeah. All right.
And it's a bee, not a fly.
So, yeah, but other than that, good point.
Bowie.
Another classic. Be My Wife off the Low album, David Bowie.
Carl, you don't feel depressed, mate. Don't feel low. You know, you can't be right about everything.
In the week, I called Carl up. I said, how are you, mate? He went, not too bad. Now, as you know, his girlfriend's been away for ages, hasn't she? Covering the World Cup, the African
Nations
Cup. She's a sports journalist.
Well, yeah.
All right. Okay.
I love the fact you're thinking, what does that mean? Like, well, she's not much of a journalist, Rick, to be honest. I've read some of her stuff.
No, but she's not on air. She does stuff, you know.
Yeah.
Behind the scenes.
Yeah. Sure.
A lot of journalists do. You always want to make clear that you're not going out with Kate Adie. That's what you want to make clear, isn't it? Yeah. Now, so she'd seen none of the meteoric rise of Carl as a broadcaster.
She's been away for the whole time
a
since you've
raconteur,
become
a wit.
Yeah.
A cult figure, to be honest. And he hadn't told her this, so apparently he went home and she was sitting there, looking a bit grumpy. He went, all right, so yeah. She went, should we go out then? She went, I'm not sure I want to go out with an idiot. Right?
Oh no! No!
Yeah. Because, and she went, Loch Ness Monster. Why don't you just think, of course the Loch Ness Monster lives in Loch Ness. And she was giving a bit of a hard time. And she went, that's why I don't, he said, that's why I didn't tell her. I didn't tell her really. Same thing happened when I was at school and I had to play drums in Little Donkey. I didn't tell my parents, right? But my dad turned up anyway. And what happened?
He,
How old were you, Carl?
well, it was the school that I used to go to.
Oh, yeah.
Like,
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You used to go to the school you used to go to?
no, but what I mean is,
on.
I didn't go to secondary, did I? Sort of missed a lot of that.
Sure.
But primary, I liked.
Oh,
it was
okay.
all colouring in and stuff.
Yep.
And it was a Christmas play, and I managed to get a part in it. And,
Did you audition?
got a part in it, and I should have been playing the drums to the one about Kings.
We Three Kings.
Yeah. I was meant to be doing that, but Little Donkey came on, and it was one of the.
What do you mean came on?
That was like next up on the next song,
Right.
and it's one of them songs that you can't help sort of.
Tapping along to.
Yeah. Do you know like if I was to go
Yeah, you'd have to finish it with.
yeah. Do you know that they actually send that into space?
Do they?
And
What, hoping that aliens will respond with that?
yeah, they do that because apparently it is one of them things that you can't help.
What, even if you're an alien life form?
Yeah.
They know that, do they?
But anyway,
What, because they watch Star Trek or something?
Hello. Knock, knock.
Yeah.
no, seriously.
Is it true, like, if you send out knock knock into space, yeah, they have to say that?
Oggy, oggy, oggy. Oh, that
Do this,
that
man.
is
You look
great.
into it. Seriously.
Oh, hold on, what's something out there? Was it a little green fella? That is great.
Yeah. So anyway,
That is
Little Donkey is like one of them tunes that you can't. And I was there, and I had the drumstick, and I thought, oh god,
The drumstick.
I could feel myself. And anyway,
Just wanting to do it, yeah.
I started going along and playing Little Donkey, which I wasn't meant to do, but it went down such a storm.
What, were there people like parents and that dozing off, and then suddenly they heard your version of Little Donkey, they thought, wait a minute, now it's really picking up.
What do you mean?
I'm glad we paid £1.50 for this.
What do you mean it went down such a storm? I'm going, hold on, was it like when
People have
Ringo...
lighters in the air.
You know, like when Ringo joined the Beatles, now going, boo, Pete Best, and he went...
Yeah,
And I went, whoa! Oh,
No,
God.
but the teacher just said, oh, it went down really well, you can do that again tonight,
Right.
when you're in it again. But anyway, so my dad was there, and...
And you hadn't told him about this performance, so
No, I
he
never
just
did.
turned up
I
off
never
his own
did.
back.
I never took the letters home and stuff to
No.
show my mum and dad because it just put me off. So anyway, he turned up. Don't know why. He must have heard from someone else's dad.
Yeah.
He turned up and he swore about me, which
Did he?
I don't.
Could you
what-
use
do you
a
think
word
it's allowed
that's...
to be said? The word,
Of course it is.
right? If you got a kid in the car or anything, you can turn it down now.
Yeah.
Right? But he said, there was a guy stood next to him with a camera, big video camera, filming it, and he said, yeah, film it, but try and avoid getting the twat in the hat in the shot, because I had one of those porters, you know, the little round pork pie hats on.
Right.
This is so sad.
What, was this a nativity play?
It was about Jesus and stuff.
Yeah, well, there was a porter there helping him with his
Of course
bags.
there was, I forgot.
I
yeah.
mean, Mary and
Not managing
Joseph,
the
they got
stable.
there. Yeah, because it was the hope, you know, because the inn was full.
Yeah.
But I think the porter doubled up with the inn and the stable.
Right, that was nice.
So
of
he,
him.
yeah,
He
yeah,
carry bags over, yeah.
yeah, no, so yeah.
You're right, though. I don't know why I was wearing one of them, but I was. And
And your father said that, and how did you know your father said that? Did you
he told
hear
me
it?
about it later.
Oh, he told you about it later?
Yeah, I was talking about stuff I'd done at school, and he said, "Oh God, remember that?" And I spoke to him the other day about it,
Right.
and yeah,
Oh, God.
it's a shame.
So that was the end of your sort of drumming career, really? Because it could have been, I mean, you know, the audience loved it the night before.
Yeah.
You could have, like, been, who knows, a whole new world for you.
Yeah,
Have you done any stuff?
I've never drummed. I wish I had, man. I wish
but
I had.
that is
That's a movie story, but...
is that, and that's why you don't tell, your mum and dad don't know you on the radio, do
they
they?
think when they were down the other weekend, they had to come in here. I just said, "Oh, just go in and press the buttons."
Because they could listen on Sky Digital, couldn't they?
They could do.
But you wouldn't want that, would you?
I don't want that.
No. Play a
Carl-
record, I want to talk to you again a little bit about this later.
Yeah.
Right.